All right, so this is Rogue One. We liked having Adam here so much that we let him out of his dungeon. We brought him from the basement to be part of the podcast again.
They've kept me in here since the last episode.
Yeah, we lured him in. We promised him to watch some Star Wars, and then we're like, you know what, Adam? Actually, we gotta keep you for the next one. We got one more to do, so we locked him up, put him in a gimp suit, left him there.
It's been 7 days. I haven't seen the sunlight in so long.
So we're back for which one?
Rogue One.
I think the beer's hitting you too
Would you
early.
call this 3.9?
Yeah, I guess that's accurate.
Yeah, Star Wars 3.99999.
Yeah.
All right, start it in 3, 2, 1.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. And the Lucasfilm logo appears. A beacon of hope in this dark galaxy.
Just the logo.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But wait. But soft. What appears? Not text, but the planet.
No way.
The formula is broken. Chaos reigns under the Empire.
The theater erupts.
The choruses begin to sing, to chant.
Actually, this is one of my favorite opening shots in Star Wars.
It's pretty good.
I honestly thought this was the underside of the credits first time I was watching. And I was like, what the fuck, are we breaking fourth walls here? But then I saw a spaceship, I was like, oh no, it's like a ring.
Well, this one does a lot with like light and scope and size and everything.
Yeah,
this one, the whole motif of shadow stuff is big in this thing. A lot of ships emerging from darkness.
Well, yeah, and all the big reveals.
Yeah.
This is actually maybe one of the most well shot.
This is the most well shot Star Wars movie ever, for real. This is because it's by Greg Fraser.
Is it?
Oh my god, yeah, the digital mastermind of
I didn't realize it was Greg.
film. Oh my god, yeah. This whole opening, they shot in Vik, Iceland, where there's a famous beach called Black Sand Beach.
Yeah. I've been around. I haven't been there, but you know,
Yes.
not all of us get flown out there for work like a fancy person.
Well, you know, you're right. A little blue milk, doggy push.
Yeah.
Wow. And then
Yes, war criminal
Look
Saw
at
Gerrera.
Save the rebellion!
well,
the dream!
non-war criminal. Saw Gerrera. First Clone Wars character live action appearance.
Really?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's.
Because I don't think there was anything...
I think this is the first. Like, this is the first side.
Yeah, I
thing
guess that's true.
Since like Disney bought the series.
Yeah, and I don't think any Clone Wars character appears in The Force Awakens.
Well,
No.
this was after Force Awakens, but before Last Jedi.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
in between.
Yeah.
And then
it
Solo was after this or
2015.
before this?
Solo was after Last Jedi.
Yeah, it was 2015 December, Force Awakens. Then 2016 December, this movie.
And then Carrie
And
Fisher
then-
died. And then...
Yeah, and then
R.I.P.
Rip.
Yeah.
Legend.
and then Last Jedi, and then that May after Last Jedi, they had Solo. And then like maybe 2 years later in 2020.
2019.
Yeah.
But it felt long because it was from May to
Yeah.
December of the following year.
Mads
Yeah,
Mikkelsen
sure.
is wildly underused for this film.
Yeah.
It's so good in this.
I heard a rumor that he was cast in Andor season 2, but I don't think that's true. But I want it to be real.
Maybe for a cameo. I don't think he'd have
Yeah.
a large role, though.
For
I
a
don't think he
cameo, it
would-
would be amazing.
I don't
Well,
think
and I bet he's expensive because he's probably not dying to come back to Star Wars.
I don't know. Maybe he's a fan.
I don't know. Mads Mikkelsen doesn't strike me as someone that's like, put me in.
Put me in.
I think him being an alcoholic while engineering the Death Star would be
That would be
awesome.
neat.
That would be cool. Like he's
Or he's hitting the spice.
or that.
Or the death sticks.
Fucking Greg Fraser is known to use like multiple different lenses while shooting.
Hey,
Some of the shots have vignettes and some of them don't.
you know what?
Some of them are anamorphic and some of them not.
You know what Greg Fraser is a big fan of, Adam? Iron glass lenses.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what he shot Dune and
true, that's true.
Batman with.
Mm-hmm. And that one Helios. This is also a nice parallel to the opening of A New Hope. With Darth Vader, the only black figure coming through the door, and a bunch of white stormtroopers, and now.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Also, just the contrast is so. I'm gonna nerd out for a second. It is so fucking beautiful. This is shot so well.
Yeah.
The colors are so beautiful.
It's good saturation too, good light. You can tell that's on location.
Yeah.
Like it's all.
Yeah. He's definitely using something there too. He has some sort of night fill for sure.
It almost looks like a Japanese film.
I know, right? Yeah.
Like this.
I think the costumes lean towards that a bit.
I think
I
this
think so.
might be the first anamorphic Star Wars movie, too.
I think
Look
all
at
yeah, I
this.
think all the other Star Wars movies are all the same aspect ratio.
This landscape is amazing. You know where Death Troopers came from, guys?
They're from a book, aren't they?
They're from Legends from the zombie stormtroopers
Oh yeah.
that like got infected with something that came back from the dead. But then they just made like taller, more accurate stormtroopers.
There's might be a spoiler for some people, but in the next season of Ahsoka, there's gonna be Death Troopers and they're not gonna have their helmets on.
Oh,
There's been some leaks, and they're gonna
Wait,
have like bits
really?
broken off like actual zombies.
Oh shit! I didn't know about that.
I don't want
That sounds
season 2 of Ahsoka.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I
Yes,
did
you
not
do,
like
'cause it's-
Ahsoka.
Yes, you
I
did.
think that already happened.
No, I didn't.
I might already happened. I might be
No,
misremembering.
stop
something.
talking. You liked Ahsoka.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You can ask Steve. I was not a fan.
Wow.
He complained.
I also
Even when Anakin was like Ghost Anakin.
that was cool.
Yeah,
but
it was
even then,
fucking
I was
cool.
like, "This is dumb. Like, why are we doing this?"
Did you like seeing
To finish your training,
Captain
man.
Rex?
Oh yeah, Captain Rex on scene 2 seconds
Yeah.
on screen for 2 seconds. Amazing,
That was good.
amazing.
Rigor Mortis really is setting in quick here in the Star Wars universe.
Was
She is so
she pale as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we talked about that last episode. I don't know why I'm
Also,
saying
seeing
that.
those two interact, it makes me realize
It's come
that
out
Ben
the same
Mendelsohn
thing.
would actually be a pretty good James Bond, even though he's like from Australia.
I can see that.
He looks a bit like Daniel Craig.
Also, the limited screen time that this child actor gets, she actually does a great job. Like,
Yeah.
she does a lot of good emoting and everything. Like, she kills it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
She's almost better than Felicity Jones in this movie.
Ooh.
I might say that. That might be controversial to say, but I think she accomplishes more in this than Felicity Jones actually accomplishes in the rest of the film.
That's fair.
Something that's not very that I always noticed that wasn't very accurate. That trooper picked up a stormtrooper,
Yeah.
and at this time, this is like 10 years before we see her next, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. At this time, there still would be Phase 2 clone troopers. They would still be being used. I don't think they were destroyed on Camino yet.
Yeah, but didn't they change their armor, though? You see that in...
They started to change their armor like 6 years afterwards.
Yeah, there's some flashbacks in Andor that show the Phase 2 clone
Yeah.
troopers still being used by the Empire.
Oh, well...
But I don't know timeline-wise.
Yeah, that's a
so.
good question.
Well,
We'll
let's
have to
assume
look that
she's 8 years old here, and how old is she
8 or
supposed
10,
to be
yeah.
in...
She's supposed to be like 25 or something. Almost Luke's age, maybe.
I think this is probably, about 10 years before,
Yeah.
give or take.
Okay, well, it's maybe possible. Because, like, the Death Star is close to production, like, completion is what they were saying, but they need the mastermind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's like the builder of the laser specifically. I remember I read the books for this, the novelization of Rogue One, which is really good.
Yeah.
And the prequel to the novelization of Rogue One, so like the prequel to the prequel of A New Hope, and it's called Catalyst, and it's one of the best Star Wars books ever written.
Really, eh?
It's really good.
I remember being hyped watching this movie in theater.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, same.
I remember enjoying every second of this movie.
Especially with the trailers, they look so good.
The
And then you
trailers
watch the
look
movie,
gorgeous,
and
man.
like nothing in the trailers in the movie.
I actually appreciate
there's
that,
a
though.
lot of stuff that was cut out of the trailer.
Like some of it's clearly just like, oh, we're just fucking around on set.
I don't even know. I felt like there was that one scene where they just CGI'd a TIE fighter at the top of like the Scarif building, and
Yeah.
like Jin walking towards it with a blaster. I'm like, that looks fucking amazing. I was like, what is gonna happen there?
Yeah, that's from the original cut. But
See,
there's
the
some stuff
original-
of like Darth Vader just standing there, or like
I've seen a lot of
You know what I'll get of it, though? Because I fucking hate when trailers show the entire film and you're like, now I know what happens.
Mhm.
Like, I generally never
Well,
watch
I didn't.
trailers
I had no
anymore.
idea how. I feel like the Rogue One trailers never really gave anything away.
No.
Just like the different locations, like from the.
Mhm.
They basically showed beginning, middle, end planets.
yeah, and you kind of know like going into the film.
Yeah.
These people aren't making it out of it. You know like what's gonna happen, but the movie like actually
Yeah.
captures your attention and your
Yeah.
respect for these characters that you actually feel bad for them.
This one also, I feel, does a good job of capturing the grime of Star
Yeah,
Wars.
this whole thing of like the fancy upper and then the pretty greasy lower.
Yeah.
You know what? Fun fact. You know what Galen Erso's character is based off of?
Who?
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems
Lots of-
accurate.
Yeah. And then the what's it called? The working title for the movie was called Los Alamos, which
Oh,
is where
that's
they
fun.
built the atomic bomb,
Oh yeah.
which is funny. Yeah. And then the guy, I don't know his name. I feel really bad, but the guy who wanted Rogue One to happen named the script that he made The Destroyer of Worlds.
Oh, that's
cool.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's that guy's name? He was the one of the visual effects guys from like the Phantom
I
Menace.
think so.
He was. What the hell is his name? I really respect his work, so it's feel bad.
He did a great job. And then he did like a. He did this is sorry, I'll stop myself. This is a very good scene of just showing like how much it takes.
It's
to
John Knoll is the
fucking-
name.
John Knoll.
John Knoll, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was Knoll something, but yeah, John Knoll.
No gloves on his hand. Very clever casting. We also see this at the very, like it's funny. The beginning of Rogue One and the very beginning of Andor, kind of similar.
Yeah, they are very similar.
He
Even the
kills
vibe.
a lot of people in cold blood.
Yeah. I remember after this movie came out though,
This is fucking
and
nuts.
they were saying we're gonna do a TV show about Cassian Andor.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Like that's
Yeah,
an odd
and
choice.
then they fucking
And
hit
they-
you with the greatest banger of TV.
and it's like
True.
literally the best thing to come out of TV in
Yeah.
like the last half decade.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we're going that far.
I don't know, man. Like
I don't know
That
if
was
it's the
pretty
best
good.
thing to come out of TV in the last 10 years.
I didn't say not 10 years, maybe 5 years.
I don't know if I'd agree with that either. There's some good TV shows out there, Steve. You gotta watch them.
I don't know, man.
Better Call Saul was one of them.
Okay, fine.
There's one. What else?
Andor's better than at least one episode of Better Call Saul.
I think I might have liked The Bear
Yeah.
more than Andor.
Yeah, for sure. Really?
Yeah.
I thought season 3 the bear was like very.
Season 3 I didn't love, but season 1
Exactly.
is
That's the thing. Exactly. You only see one season of Andor. You see 3 seasons of the bear.
Yeah,
Give
and-
Andor season 2 and then make a decision.
yeah, but I feel like they've also managed to make The Bear season 1 through 3 before they've even worked on Andor.
True.
Yeah, because it's the most expensive TV show like ever.
Yeah.
No,
they
it's
were-
not.
Yeah, they shot on location every single. Like,
Have you
every
seen the
single spot.
budget for the Lord of the Rings show?
Yeah, it's $1 billion. True. That looks amazing though.
Okay, fine. It's up there though. It's more expensive than the cooking
Fun fact:
show
this
you're
guy's
watching.
name is Eduardo Two Tubes. I wonder how he got his name.
Really?
Eduardo Two Tubes, and he has a brother that was in Solo.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, he was
I did
part
not
of,
know that was
I-
his name.
I have the
Fast.
Rogue One visual dictionary at home,
That's a terrible name.
and I read so many fun facts like that. I've completely forgotten all of them. But
I remember reading about this guy when he showed up in the trailer.
yeah,
That shot with the statue's pretty sick.
yeah, that was so cool. to
Very
see.
it looks exactly like Obi-Wan, which is funny because
With-
now here's Wobani, which is basically just Obi-Wan, but the letters mixed around.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Imperial turbo tank that is fucking awesome. I love turbo tanks.
They haven't been on screen since 2005. Will the Battle of Kashyyyk?
Yeah, I've seen
Will,
those.
if you knew this.
I
Yeah.
did know that.
Come on, start spitting the fun facts. Will, what's
I
that
don't-
guy's name?
I don't have those fun facts. I have normal level of people fun facts. I don't watch or read all the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's great stuff, Will.
Yeah, you're missing out, man.
I'm reading other things.
Dune.
What, like Dune Messiah?
No, I'm reading the
children's
Nicomachean Ethics right now and The Hobbit.
What a combo!
Well, I needed a fiction book to go with it for lighter reading than the
Yeah.
ethics, but yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Aurelius is the
Alina-
Meditations and
Lena
the Adventures
Halleck.
of Winnie the Pooh. What a combo!
Jin just kicks Melfi right in the face. Or right
Oh,
in
that
the
guy
chest.
died.
And then, yeah.
That guy died.
Melfi died at the end of this movie, but Jin just hit him in the face with a shovel.
Isn't Mouthy in?
He's also he was in the prison with
Yeah, he's in Andor.
with
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they separated right after they escaped. And then Andy Serkis died.
Presumably.
Yeah, true. Who knows what?
No, his corpse got resurrected as Snoke.
That's what I read.
Fuck.
That was my theory.
I think Andy Serkis. Dude, Yavin 4 looks amazing.
Oh, it's such a great
Possi-
update on the original.
Yeah, for Posse, keep your eyes out for R2. Maybe he's here. R2's
Is that
like,
him way at the back?
Chopper's in
no,
there
I
too
don't think
somewhere.
so. Yeah, Chopper's at one Yavin.
Chopper's a goddamn war criminal.
Yeah.
Chopper's a menace to society.
For kills in the galaxy, it goes like the Emperor, Darth Vader, Luke, and then Chopper or something like that. Chopper's like fourth. Like it's insane. And then it goes Chopper, then Saw Gerrera, which is nuts. There's this one episode of Rebels where it's so fucked up. There's this one episode of Rebels where Chopper sees something or he wants to go steal something. The entire Rebels crew jumps on this Star Destroyer, steals something, and then escapes without being seen. Meanwhile, Chopper just makes sure the ship gets directed into another fucking Star Destroyer, and he gets like 200,000 kills in that. Like, and then the crew turns around and they see this fucking ship exploding. And they're like, how did that happen? And they're like, Chopper! Oh, not again! You know
Chopper
what I
just
mean?
murdered 500,000 people.
Yeah, like, fuck.
Well, fuck. One of the things that I saw too was for, what is it, episode 1 or 2 of Ahsoka there, where you see Chopper, and she's like, Chopper, you can't kill those people. And he's like, why? Like, one of the sounds he makes sounds like he's saying, why not? Like,
Yeah. He literally says, what the fuck in Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Like, you can
that
hear
too.
him. Yeah, if you say what the fuck as he's saying his sentence, it's crazy.
Yeah, because she's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't do that. That's bad. And he's like, why? Like,
Yeah.
there's some fucked up thing that he's like, just shoot them.
That one general there, the blonde one, he's gonna be in Andor season 2, and he's played by a great actor named Alistair Petrie, and he's in
This guy?
yeah, he's in a show called The Terror. Have any of you guys seen that?
I've
No,
not.
I haven't.
It's about the Franklin expedition. It's like a horror TV show, like in the frozen Arctic in the 1800s. It's so good. You wouldn't like it. It's scary. But he's in it, and he lights himself on fire, and it's
Holy
like
fuck.
Jesus
it
Christ.
is like the turning point of the whole series, and it's so good.
Oh my god. Does he do it on purpose or is it
Oh yeah, he's like the ship surgeon, and he's like, "No, don't worry, everyone, stay calm. We gotta stay calm, stay
Is she
calm."
the same Mon Mothma actor they got for Andor?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also for Revenge of the Sith.
Because she kills it
Yes.
in Andor. She has some of the best
yeah,
scenes in Andor
seen
too.
it in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
though,
there's a
right?
couple
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
she nailed it in Andor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the scary shit.
Yeah.
Like her like moving billions of credits
Mm-hmm.
to like different accounts, like trying not to get caught by the Empire. Oh my god.
Also, the decision for her to go from like,
Mhm.
like really like updone hair and everything to like 1970s suburban mom
Yeah.
like haircut is like such a bizarre.
Yeah, but
choice.
she's living out here in squalor, Steve. She
I know.
doesn't have billions of dollars to
Yeah, I know.
her
I know
name
we're
now.
limited by the production design of the original films, but just the contrast of like what she looks like in Andor, like style wise,
Oh,
and what she looks
true.
like here. is
Yeah,
so
that's a good
funny.
point.
I feel like it makes sense though. Like you think about you're out there being a rebel, like you might as well just fucking chop your hair off.
Yeah, well, she's definitely older too, and she's like maturing and whatever. Yeah.
Hey,
Yo.
look at that cameo!
Jimmy Smith's Bill O'Donnell.
Boom.
Great cameo. There's a couple cameos here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
I actually love that Jimmy Smits is in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as Santiago's dad.
Yeah.
Fucking
There's a story. I didn't have time to look it up, but Jimmy Smits almost killed somebody.
what?
I think it was in Dexter. Was he in Dexter?
I think so.
I don't know who it was.
think
I
it's
actually don't. You can see the ghost in the top left corner there in that shot.
And they're getting into a U-wing, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
You
wait,
can tell
I
it's
think
called
we
because
just
it's shaped
missed
like
our
a
cue.
letter.
You shape tell what it is because of what it is.
It's an Aspen because of the way it is.
K2SO. I remember when the original like art and stuff was leaking about Rogue One in the early days. People thought K2SO was K250.
Oh yeah.
They realized the two wasn't
That's,
us.
oh yeah. That's
Yeah. And I thought that was such a cool name for a droid. K250.
K2SO is also good.
K2SO is cool, but it's in the same kind of R2D2, C3PO kind
I think
of
that's the point,
naming convention. I don't know.
K2SO also skull fucks another fucking K2 droid at one point. We'll see that in a few hours, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be funny. I'll freak out when it happens.
I can't think of this guy's name. Diego.
Diego
Yeah,
Luna?
Yeah, Diego Luna kills it. He needs more roles
Yeah.
because he's in Narcos, isn't he?
Narcos,
Though?
He's
yeah.
in Narcos, yeah.
But he needs more roles. I feel like he's not in enough of the films that you see.
Yeah, I know.
My aunt got into Rogue One because Diego Luna was in it. She's like, "Oh, the guy from Narcos." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Rogue One's also a film though that you can just watch alone and you totally understand what's happening. You don't need the
True.
rest of Star Wars to get it.
You might want to see A New Hope, or some of it's a little janky.
Maybe, but like you could still show this to someone that's never seen it, and they would understand
so,
the
yeah.
I
plot.
tried to do that. I tried to take someone on a date to this movie, and they didn't. Then they hadn't seen any other Star Wars movies, and they're like, "Oh, no, I don't think this is gonna work."
No, but that's a terrible first date idea, Steve. You never go to the movies first date.
Well, it wasn't our. Never mind. It wasn't the first date. We've done other stuff before.
Actually, I
We
think I
did
know
our
who
own
this is.
thing. Don't worry.
Never mind. I shan't reveal, but I think I know.
Deep Steve lore. No.
Is this who you went to prom with?
No.
Okay.
It was the person I was going to go to prom with.
Is it who I think it is or not?
It's not the one who was in band with us, Will.
No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Okay. I'll tell you after.
Yeah. Text it to me.
All right.
Shit.
It turns on voice to text.
I went with. Oh, thank you.
Just bleep it.
This guy's got the fucking worst job in all of the rebellion. Why don't they make a droid do it? I don't know.
Yeah. And all these guys like the little like radar gun and a spear.
Yeah. The fuck's he gonna do with the spear? This is nuts. It's crazy. He's been blown up so many times. He's like setting so many explosions.
Yeah.
Some of them caught up to him.
This is also one of my favorite monologues, mostly because of how goofy it kind of is.
Yeah.
Because Steve and I reference this all the time. Like, basically since the movie came out.
Bo Gallet, when he says the worm or the octopus.
Body hook. Cargo pilot.
Well, just the way he talks to him, too, and, like, the way he talks about Borg Gullet, we just... We'll be like...
Forgot. Your nose.
Like, if someone lies or, like, says something goofy in a movie, it's like, oh!
I don't think we've done it in the commentaries though.
No, I don't think we have.
That's an old meme for us.
Well, it's basically since this film came out.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
He was also great in Sound of Metal.
Yeah, he is good in that movie.
I don't think I saw that one.
Right? I think, didn't he win the Oscar for it, or it was nominated at least? I don't
Yeah,
know if he
he was
won.
nominated. He got nominated for best lighting too.
Mhm. The sound design here was intentionally meant to mimic Darth Vader.
I feel like to most other people, he would be a Darth Vader-esque character. Like, he's not a
True.
nice person.
No. We're good.
Two twos is gonna take him to Bo Gallet.
He's gonna take him to Borg Galactic his dick suck. I mean his mind sucked.
Yeah,
Whoa,
shadow reveal.
Another motif. Same motif. Oh, fuck, that's gorgeous. Oh my god.
Oh!
Yeah, the work with the shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
You will jizz your
Fantastic.
pants.
That looks so good.
They're for sale if you want them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Here
Yeah,
comes
this is a big
old Play-Doh
surprise.
face.
I remember there being rumors about
Yeah.
Tarkin being in this film. I didn't think they'd do it this way. I thought.
I didn't think he'd be a full-blown character.
Yeah, I thought we'd have a scene like this, where
This
he's like
looks
reflected.
great. This looks great.
In the reflection, it
Let's
looks
keep it in
fantastic.
the reflection.
Oh
No.
like this, he
He
looks a
doesn't
little
like
weird.
that. He doesn't like that.
It's almost like
honestly.
it's the wrong like lens on his face, but not on the rest of his body. You know, it's
Yeah.
weirdly distorted. It's a bit video gamey.
It's
Well,
it's for sure video gamey.
It
If
reminds
you ask anybody though, they're like, okay, yeah, it looks like a normal guy.
It reminds me of some of the Love, Death Robots, though, where it's like super high quality animated, but you could just like it's an animated character.
Yeah. Like if you said this was like a cutscene from like Battlefront, I'd be like, holy
Yeah,
shit. This
Like
is
it
incredible.
still looks great,
Yeah,
but it's not.
it's his lips.
it's the lips, and I
It's
think the
his
lighting
lips.
is a little weird
His
Compared
face
to-
looks a little shiny, eh?
compared to Ben Mendelsohn. He's like oddly pale.
It's the stickiness in the corners of the lip.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is.
But also, this is like what at this point 7 years ago.
No, more than that.
This is 2016. Oh, this is
This is
Oh
almost
yeah,
10
eight,
years ago.
8 years ago. Wow.
or 2016.
But yeah, in that reflection, it looks like on-set photos of Peter Cushing. Like it looks identical because it has that kind of
Honestly,
slight out of focusness where
I think it's great, but it reminds me of those kind of Love, Death Robots, like super
Yeah.
hyper real animation style.
yeah.
but they're still animated.
Mhm. People feel free to comment about the ethics of the whole thing in the comments, please.
I don't know. I think it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they went through the right channels to do it without resorting to using like a friggin'
Legal loophole?
well, yeah, that
How is
or
she
like some
able-
crystal ball to speak to the dead.
Hold up, was Jin in prison the entire time with her Kyber crystal necklace?
Yeah, that's
How
one of
did
those
they
things
not
where it
take
doesn't
that
make
from her?
sense. You know?
Does everybody
somewhere.
know what that's worth?
Yeah. Well, you know.
You know,
It's like how did Han Solo's ex-girlfriend keep the dice the whole time while she was in slavery and all the
True.
things.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
hmm
Maybe she's hiding it up
How
her butt,
did?
though.
Yeah,
how-
it's definitely up the butt.
Wait, what is it? How did
Or
Maz Katan find Luke's?
Yeah,
Anakin Skywalker's
fucking get
lightsaber?
started on that one.
Oh jeez, a good story for another time.
Never comes back. Ever.
Never mentioned again. Not even put in the book.
But that's her
mentioned
cop
again.
out though. From like she does that twice. She also does that in Legend, like The Last Jedi, where she's
A
like,
good
"Nope,
story.
can't. I'm too
Or
busy."
Another time.
Yeah, I gotta go fly on this jetpack and then do
You
literally
think-
nothing in the next film.
Do you think Chewie was actually banging her?
No.
No.
Okay. She was just
I mean,
like
maybe, but
harassing
no.
him.
They clearly have no relationship when you see them together.
Yeah. Also weird because she's like 900 years old and he's like only 180.
Nah, he'd be like 200 by that point.
Well, okay, fine. He's 200. Well, he's like what, a quarter of her age?
yeah, but you know.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's like Yoda fucking Luke Skywalker on Dagobah.
I don't think that's quite the same.
Yeah, it is totally. We've all seen the pictures.
I have, unfortunately.
I've seen some memes that are like done up where it looks like he's doing it to him.
When he walked into that like brainwashing temple, well, he's having that hallucination. You're listening to him.
No, I've seen him when he's like on his backpack or whatever, and it's like just cropped a certain way.
I thought you were gonna say when he's on his back. And I was like,
Well, that's what it looks like because he's like, you want to just hold on to him.
the Force, you know. Just your pants, you will.
But is it quicker? The dark side.
Oh no, no, no!
It's like, oh jeez.
Oh my god! What have I done?
This is the yes and theory of improv comedy here,
Yeah,
Adam.
you just keep going, you keep going, you drive that joke right into the floor, right into the ground, right, all straight through planet.
That's why if you watch the Mr. Bean episode,
Oh my god.
we
they-
find a joke and we kill it to death, and then we burn the corpse.
Yeah. In Johnny English, we got caught in this one joke because there were some British guys on a boat in Hong Kong, and we were joking about their posh accent. Like, hey, right here, chaps! And I started referencing this video of an Australian guy who got arrested, and he makes this big outburst. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? And I referenced that, and it was a running joke the entire film. I think more of that coverage was about that joke than.
Oh yeah, here we go. Steve's favorite character in all of Star Wars.
No, it's just the antithesis. It's the representation of every stupid creature design in Star Wars. It's just a big fat slug monster with tentacles, and that's it's every single thing. It's in every movie.
That's very true. There's always a big monster with like slug stuff.
Especially like in the newest movies.
Yeah.
Buttergullet nose.
You get a little bit in the original trilogy. You get the trash compactor monster. You get Jabba the Hutt. You get the Sarlacc. They're all the sort of the same thing.
Buttergullet nose.
And
One tends to lose their mind.
Mine.
Ah.
There we go, Jeddah City.
It's a sick looking city, although not very practical.
No. But probably at one point it was. Well, back in the old days of on-the-ground conflict.
Which was probably never for this location.
Which in Star Wars is probably the pre-Old Republic days, like 10,000 years ago. It's weird. The Star Wars universe is weirdly
Oh, wait.
stagnated technology-wise.
Here he comes.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
There he is! Oh!
Cornelius! And Baba.
You just watch yourself. We're wanted men.
Look at that nose.
Wow, buddy. He's a bad plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Missing cargo pilot. Interesting.
But also somehow they made him look like both older and younger than the original.
They went straight to Tatooine and started drinking.
Yeah, well they have to, or else they explode and die.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
gotta get the fuck out of here.
They were literally, they had to have
Fucking
been walking to go to a ship.
Yeah. My God, imagine the stories they tell at that cantina.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I just fucking.
I was just fucking
Literally, I was
there.
like, yeah, it's like on the TV. It's like, I was there, man. I was fucking there.
It's like an hour before I left. I swear to God.
I almost got on that plane, man.
Yeah.
It's like you left frickin' right before they got nuked.
Yeah.
It's like you missed your flight to get on 9/11.
Yeah, it's the bartender's just like, hey, you know, that happens, you know.
Fuck.
Also, fuck them robots.
Yeah.
You said it, man.
Oh yeah, Donnie
Hey,
Yen.
look at that fucking chotch boy over there with the weird wizard. Let's go fuck with them.
Oh wait, also, Donnie Yen frickin' plays the same character in
In every
goddamn
movie,
John
a
Wick.
blind guy.
That's literally what he did in John Wick.
Yeah.
Bro got typecast.
As blind martial artist.
Blind martial artist, monk, spiritual man.
I actually really like Donnie Yen though.
He's great, yeah.
Stop talking to the crazy homeless man.
Yeah.
That seems like it should be wise, but it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like if the planet that you're from has kyber in it, I don't know. That makes you strong.
She's so easily distracted.
Ah, squirrel.
Yeah, it's like imagine if you're like on a mission to kill Hitler. And you're, like, you're in the German countryside, some old like wizened man comes up to you and he's like, "You want to know about the werewolf? I'll tell you the tales of old." And, oh yeah, I'll listen to this. Fuck.
Yeah, but then he ends up helping you in your quest later on.
Oh yeah. He's
You know,
got the
it's
secret
crazy.
force.
Because you talked to him that one time. He's
Yeah.
actually a straight up wizard.
Yeah.
But not a very good one though.
I do as the force wills it.
There he is again.
Yeah.
Warwick.
Oh, Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be the new Anthony Daniels, where he's like in every Star Wars thing.
Wow.
Well, Anthony Daniels wouldn't be in every Star Wars thing now.
Not anymore, no. But at the time, up until the TV shows, he was in everything.
Is Warwick Davis in the TV shows?
Even
He's in something.
Anthony Daniels made a cameo in one of the TV shows where he's in Ahsoka.
Yeah, he's in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I think he might have done a voice or something for The Mandalorian. I don't remember if that's right. Or not.
Probably. This is
But he
fun.
also does fuck all else. So like,
I mean, fair. Dumbass child.
this is like in A New Hope, and like R2D2 and C3PO run across the screen, they get shot at. But like played the complete opposite direction.
This is nuts.
The action in the standalone Star Wars movies is really good.
Yeah.
Like I don't get how the other movies didn't
Well,
capture
because
the same
people
thing.
care, I think, is the difference for these. Like, the people that made these wanted to make these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had very specific stories set out. Whereas the other ones are, I don't know.
Eduardo saw what Cassian did.
I can't get over the fact that that guy's name is Eduardo.
Eduardo two tubes.
Because he looks scary, and then you find out his name, and you're like, pfft. Wait.
That big white.
Yeah, what was that
white
guy?
yeti
I have a
is
Lego
nuts.
guy of that. Yeah, he had a name. He was supposed to have a bigger role in the film.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
It seems like a
That,
big...
it was supposed to be that guy and Kida instead of K2SO. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is fucked, man. You see it, ATSC running towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Jin just full on take out these guys?
Yeah, she like knocks one of them right in the head.
1, 2, 3. 1, that's 2.
I think she hits him so hard it like
Three.
breaks the helmet.
Oh shit. It's like 6.
I want to know what that guy's plan was. Why throw a grenade? Why not just shoot them?
Yeah, why not try to grab a gun?
For the Empire.
For Bulgari.
Borgullet! He knows if you are sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good. For Borgullet's sake.
That's such a good line.
You sure didn't get shot in the head this early? I like how Diego Luna's just like barely keeping it in.
Oh yeah, you can see him laugh here.
He's,
Look,
like,
he's
cracking up.
holding back a laugh.
Dude got like decked by a robot and he's like laughing.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I want to know how he learned the ability to teleport.
He's a force. What is he? Force sensitive?
He's part of the dyad, Will.
The dyad.
Dyad in the Force.
Oh, fuck.
Again, you can't think of any of the sequel movies and apply its lore to any of the other Star Wars movies. It does not work.
Rough rocks are great.
That's why you get Donnie Yen.
Yeah. You get people to fucking make the spark fires for you.
Because I'm sure a lot of this was probably just him.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't have to worry too much about that.
It's nuts. Look at this. What are you gonna do?
And people
now?
make fun of the Ewoks for like fighting people with sticks, but this guy, like, they all love.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
unfair.
as we established, the Ewoks are quite far from a Type 1 civilization.
Yeah.
They're still at stone napping.
Yes, but the Force wills it, Will. I want to see a blind Ewok just beat the shit out of stormtroopers with a freaking stick.
Are there Jedi Ewoks?
I bet there's one in Legends, I bet.
I hope not.
Some sort of like,
You hope not.
some
You
sort of
hope-
gaming guide or some nonsense like that.
Because like if any Sith goes up against a Jedi Ewok, they force push them like into the ground, and they would get buried. They're so tiny they can't.
Yeah, but that's like saying Yoda would get
Yeah,
wrecked.
but no. But Yoda is an unknown species, and you saw what Ewoks were capable of, and in Return of the Jedi.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
You haven't seen.
that
You haven't
that
seen.
one, the what Ewok? I think what's his name? The one that where Davis played.
Oh, Wicked.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wicked.
He's one with the Force, I bet.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, maybe. He
I
was twirling rocks around his head and hit himself in the face.
yeah.
There's no way that he could be a Jedi.
I'm sure he's grown since then. He's
Okay,
had
yeah.
many adventures with Sindel,
had
the
kids.
Earthling child,
He's had kids.
in the
You're right.
Caravan of Courage, and he met Wilfred Brimley. Okay, that's like meeting God.
Listen, it's the god of diabetes.
God.
The patron saint of kidney failure. Or no, it'd be pancreas failure.
Yeah.
That's a good
Man,
name.
I love Wilfred Brimley. I love him in The Thing, where they're like going to see him and they locked him in a cage or whatever.
Yes, the science of that ship just hovering.
And they're like, "Oh, how are you doing?" He's like, "I'm okay." And you look in the background, there's a noose. I'm fine.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not an alien. He was an alien.
That's fucked.
It doesn't really make sense why they'd take Chirrut and the other guy.
I don't know. I guess because Chirrut was helping them, I guess.
Baze.
Well, they
Baze
both kind of
Malbus.
helped them, I guess, because they killed all the stormtroopers. They're
Wanna
playing
play
that
Sabak?
game, but with actual toys.
No, they got the actual, none of that hologram nonsense.
Yeah. It's played the traditional way. This 98-year-old rebel syndicate still plays Hollow Chess the old-fashioned way.
I feel like that'd be rarer than normal hollow chess.
Well, yeah, you gotta carve out those little pieces. That's Bib Fortuna's brother.
What?
What?
Yeah, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that one Twilight dude, the really skinny one.
That's crazy.
I think that's what the lore is. He's some sort of relation to Bib Fortuna. I think it's his brother. It might be a
Crazy.
cousin. I don't know. But he's one of the Fortuna.
One of the Fortuna clan.
Part of the clan.
He's a Fortuna.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to be a Fortuna.
Yeah, we've always joked about like what we'd love to be a star. Will wants to be one of those snaggletooth.
Yeah,
like,
one of the
pig men.
snaggletooth pig guys.
And I wanna be one of those Neimoidians.
Gilmorian guards?
No.
No, the
Argonauts?
Oh,
no, not Ugnaughts. In the original, like in
pull
the New
up
Hope,
Snaggletooth.
there's these like jank ass looking aliens, and they look like pig people. They have little pig noses. They have
Ugnaughts.
completely black eyes.
Nope.
Not Argonauts?
No, they're not Ugnaughts. They're tall. They're like regular human size. There's one that's in A New Hope, and he's like all hunchback. You'll see it here.
Zutton.
I think that's a
One
new
of these
species
guys.
name. But they were like in the
Oh
original
my
Toyline stuff.
god! You want to be that? Holy shit.
I want to be a Neimoidian. I have a bit of class and decency.
I'd love to be a Krellin.
Krellin, yeah.
Krellin. A long mouth.
I just think it'd be hilarious just walking around like one of those guys on set for a day.
I'd love to be one of those Kiani Mundi guys.
With the big
Oh,
ass
yeah.
head.
Big forehead, big beard. But what about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
I think just that, or like be a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fun.
I'd like to be like an Imperial officer. That'd be cool. Or like a rebel. I want to be one of those rebel generals. I look. There's a rebel general in New Hope that looks exactly like me, except old and bald. It's got the same.
We can
face
shave
shape.
your head.
Well, we could do that. I could play that guy. I could be Bud Hudsel. We could do a Bud Hudsel, a Star Wars story. General Bud Hudsel.
Just make it super sad. Like,
Sad, depressed. Yeah.
He's like an alcoholic whose wife left him.
His wife joined the Empire.
Well, no, because he defected from the Empire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And he was like, "Listen, woman, we gotta get out of here."
No, but I like the peace and security.
He's like, "It's not right."
My new empire. Your new empire. I might just cut that over.
That's pretty dark.
Sorry, that's a brief interlude, about a minute worth.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good.
Note to
You
self,
know who's
future
not-
Steve. Maybe come back to that.
Future Steve, edit this.
Sorry, Steve.
That's all good,
You
man.
know who's not that though? Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, he's good.
He's pretty good.
I can keep bringing him back for stuff. Like he's an Andor. I wasn't expecting him to be in
Yeah, I
that.
wasn't expecting him to be an Ender either. I think he's probably in season 2 as well.
Mm-hmm. And where they filmed this, like the exteriors of his cave, is where they filmed some really old episodes of Doctor Who. It's like it's in some quarry in England, and it's these caves.
That's neat.
Yeah, and they filmed it with like the Daleks, but it was like in the like low budget days, like it was in like during a recession, and the Daleks are really cheap. They're like you can see people's legs underneath them and stuff. It's real bad.
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's not the only Doctor Who connection in this movie.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, this.
There's actually an actor from Doctor Who in this. Well, I'm sure there's a couple.
Big reveal.
This
Death
eclipse
Star.
is sick. That little eclipse there.
I like that it's upside down, but some people didn't like that.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, makes sense.
But interestingly, the view screen is upside down compared to the orientation of the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's static for a second.
Yeah.
I got molested by Border Gullet.
I'm just a pilot. I'm just a pilot. A bit convenient that they both ended up next to each other in a prison cell, but
You think?
you know, I'm surprised Saw Gerrera has
A prison?
has 2 prison cells in his prison.
Yeah, Saw Gerrera doesn't strike me as someone that takes prisoners.
True.
Yeah, you know what I
More
mean?
the guy who executes prisoners.
Yeah. Maybe he just needs to feed Borgullet later.
Yeah, I guess.
What does Borgullet eat?
I don't know. I guess he would have to take prisoners, or else what's the point of keeping Borgullet around?
True, he definitely.
Well, just for interrogation. After he's done with it, he just puts 2 caps in his head and
Oh yeah, that's true.
leaves him out in the desert without his fillings.
Or he just puts them out in the desert because he thinks Borgullet makes them crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, just wander the desert as some nomad. Create a new religion. Why did he wait this long to send out these plans?
Oh.
Like, he's been working on this for years.
Yeah.
I'm sure the plans didn't change partway through.
Also, how did no one notice? There was like a hole that leads right to. Well,
Well,
no one
because
thought that
he yada yadas it away here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's a reactor. It's a...
If you
it's
run
a,
it's a
along the
small
trench
flaw.
of the Death Star.
a small one-man fighter. For the plans brought to us by Princess Leia. You know, it would be cool to see Christopher Nolan do Rogue One, but like,
Oh,
like done the same way he did Oppenheimer.
I'd give Chris Nolan a $500 million budget to make me a Star Wars movie.
That'd be so good.
Because I guarantee that thing makes $1 billion.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But I want a shot-for-shot remake of of Oppenheimer, but with the Rogue One characters.
I don't know if you need to get Nolan himself for that.
No, we need him. We need his vision, Will.
I don't think Nolan would agree.
No.
I guess she does good and do
She
some good
does.
acting there.
When I watched this movie for the first time, I cried. Not at this scene, but when Galen Erso gets his legs blown off. I cried at that
Jesus
scene.
Christ.
I think he still has legs, but he's pretty
He's
raw looking.
fucked up, yeah.
Yeah, he gets shot by an X-wing.
I don't want
this
that
is
job.
so gorgeous.
Yeah, they got put their heads down.
Oh my god.
All right, kids, the nukes are coming. Get under your desks.
That's what
It
you and
was
I
like
should be
2
in Star Wars.
Yeah,
as
we're those
guys.
two guys. Yeah. Horrible
that
face
fucking
cancer
shot
from
was
the
2
laser beam.
seconds. That was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the amount of work that would have taken too.
That 2-second shot of the Death Star firing.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful movie.
It is gorgeous. Even this right here. Great shot. Oh my god. That thing eclipsing the Death Star eclipsing the sun there. It's amazing. Oh, he moved.
There's no horizon.
This is fucked.
This is a funny movie.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
Yeah.
Not in a goofy way like Last Jedi was. Where the jokes are
Yeah.
at the expense of the
Well,
story.
the thing you want is like comedy to be like not necessarily like intentional
Mhm.
because that's not how people are generally funny. Like sometimes people are trying to be funny, but like
Yeah, like us.
yeah.
I say as no one laughs.
I had a chuckle.
Adam give you an exhale.
Yeah, let me boost the sound on that. And loop.
Wait, use this as placeholder. Nice.
I'm gonna isolate that. Then use that for a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Nice. Save the rebellion. Save the dream.
Save Borgullet!
Save Borgullet.
Oh yeah, Borgullet just gets squashed in this for sure.
Yeah, well, he's not moving quick.
No, he's not.
You see a tentacle reaching out of the cave wall as the thing hits him. Thousands of years from now, some archaeologists come by and they see
Not
Sagamore
sure
embraced with Borgullet.
if did Eduardo.
He survives, I'm sure.
These guys don't seem to care that much that a massive.
They're pretty calm.
Yeah, they're pretty chill for imminent death.
Well, I mean, Bodhi Rook has like been lobotomized by
Yeah,
Borgullet.
that's true. He did
So-
get
Oh
mind
god,
raped.
he just get Borgullet.
There's like blood down the side of his head. He wasn't violated.
Gets Borgullet.
Yeah, he did get mind molested.
Borgullet will touch you.
Imagine Borgullet's running towards the ship. I'm sorry.
Are you like in the reverse here? You see him running?
Yeah.
This is pretty insane. God, this movie's insane.
Yeah. This was so thrilling to see
Yeah.
in theaters.
Yeah,
I remember
for
watching
sure.
this for the first time and being like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would use the Death Star in this movie. I thought they would like hold off.
Ah,
But, yeah.
holy fuck.
I definitely didn't think they'd use it twice.
Look at that. And they didn't even use like the full power of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people of Alderaan didn't even get to experience like knowing they were dying.
I've never seen the Death Star go into hyperspace. Even though it does.
It does, yeah. It's all off screen.
Yeah.
It's true.
I guess they don't see the ball.
I should have shown it in this.
I want to see it like rolling through hyperspace. Everyone on this Death Star just throwing up.
Yeah, he looks a little wonky there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him looking better when I first saw it, but maybe it's because we've come that much further in like the
Yeah, that's
aging.
exactly
so,
what it
yeah.
is.
I kind of wish they brought back the guy from Revenge of the Sith with all the weird prosthetics on him. Because Tarkin's in Revenge of the Sith for like
A shot.
Oh, yeah,
one
he is.
shot. There's a guy and he's like way in the
Yeah.
distance, and it's Tarkin, and he
And
looks like
they're watching the construction of the Death
Yeah.
Star or something, right?
yeah,
In
and
the
he's
cockpit?
there, and it's a guy and he's wearing these prosthetics. Originally, George Lucas wanted to take like actual footage of Peter Cushing and put it into Revenge of the Sith, but the technology wasn't there yet. Which is another argument there. But yeah, they got a guy. They put all this all this prosthetics on him. He looks like a hideous ghoul, but I love it. It's so good.
That's crazy.
And in my opinion, it looks better than this. But I also just prefer practical effects and stuff like that.
I also just think like it doesn't really hurt to recast.
No, like you
No,
can
it
get
never does. They did it for Mon Mothma.
Granted, though, he's such a hard person probably to emulate.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
you're,
pretty unique.
you're not going to find an identical match, but you can get close.
I mean, they got pretty fucking close with Mon Mothma.
Yeah, Mon Mothma, General Dutana in the movie here, the guy with the beard.
Oh yeah.
And even that guy doesn't look really like the other guy. He just has a beard and is old.
Exactly.
Doesn't even talk the same way.
No, I remember his voice from like.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Empire? No.
A New Hope.
No.
He's got his little pointy stick and he's pointing at the Death Star planes. The Death Star is heavily shielded and carries a firepower.
Yes.
Which isn't the actor's original
Classic.
voice he was dubbed in that movie.
It was dubbed to that movie. Wow.
Like half the cast of Star Wars is dubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like every single fight scene's dubbed because they had those loud prop guns that fired the smoke blanks.
Yeah. But like a lot, like any background actor is like dubbed
Yeah.
in A New Hope. It's crazy. And most of them not by their actual actor either. It's like American voice actors after the fact.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why in A New Hope there's a lot of like Imperial officers with American accents.
American accents, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas in the
Most
rest
of them
of
are English.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
like the actors
The
because they filmed
ones,
in England
Yeah.
and Tunisia as well. But this is a nice quiet scene while they're traveling.
Hmm. I love the lighting and this is the flashes of the hyperspace blue.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Super cool.
I always thought it'd be funny if they did a Rogue One 2. Or a Rogue 2, I guess. And it was the other Death Star.
Oh yeah.
And it's like all the Bothans.
The Bothans, yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. I thought that Brutus from Skeleton Crew is a Bothan. Turns out Brutus is not a Bothan.
No, he's
but-
like that Wolfman species.
Yeah, the
that's like
Wolfman,
the,
yeah.
the original version of A New Hope.
Yeah,
He's a
but
Wolfman.
he looks a little different from the Bothans, but like.
Yeah, Bothans are a little more.
They, have a
They
longer,
look more like
face.
kangaroos almost.
Yeah.
Many Bothans died.
Many Bothans died to bring us this information.
Oh, they did.
Also, the original Mon Mothma actress is still alive, and I'm surprised they didn't bring her back for the sequel movies.
Hmm.
Like even for like a scene
Yeah,
or something.
true.
Have her have you on the reactions on the
Have
Senate
her
planet when it
be-
gets blown up.
How could be that purple-haired lady, whatever her name was?
Oh, imagine
Oh my
General
God,
Holdo
imagine
is Mon
she-
Mothma.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be wild.
That'd be nuts. Mon Mothma, like, risks her life for her, or just, like, takes her life for the entire Russian rebellion.
Yeah. Are they bringing her out of retirement to like lead the whatever's left of the New Republic?
Will opening up his 6th beer.
It wasn't even a beer, it's a Pepsi.
Yeah, right.
Steve, can you confirm?
I don't know, Will.
What? I can't believe you do this to me.
No, it's a Pepsi.
Pepsi with rum.
Yeah.
Pepsi with rum. Edu.
Also, there's so many looks like tornadoes and like.
Yeah, it looks like a gas giant.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's some
Very-
horrible death world.
Yeah. There's no livable terrain. That's the entire planet.
Mm-hmm. And Bodhi Rook is messed up. He's tweaking.
I understand. Should have just let him fly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the pilot. A rather talkative
I think
cargo
they didn't
pilot.
crash right into the massive.
Yeah, imagine they just kamikazed it.
Yeah, to kill Galen Urso.
Steve, that could be you.
That could be me, yeah. And that could be you.
I don't think.
And that could be Adam.
Oh my god. It turned Korean. I think he was Korean. I'm not sure. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Steve.
No, it's not good, man.
I've been unhinged today.
Not as much as we've been.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the one that started the Yoda friggin' force sex thing.
No, Adam started that because he said he saw it online.
Yeah. Well, Yoda's
I
constantly
said
being
I
fisted
admitted
by Frank
to
Oz.
seeing something.
Frank
Oz getting fisted.
by Yoda. It's a reversal.
Yoda blows Frank Oz puppet.
It's not
Isn't
just
there,
masturbation.
no, isn't there a specific name for masturbating if you have a puppet on your hand or something?
I'm sure there is.
I think there is like a name for it.
I'm sure there's a whole website and like a...
I'm sure there's a Reddit page.
Puppet jacking?
Maybe, I don't know.
Puppet jacking?
Or like muppeting or something. I don't know.
Puppeting?
I have no idea.
Giving yourself an old Jim Henson.
Puppeteering? Puppet coming?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Film
Sucking that
bring-
Fraggle cock. Dad scares away.
Oh no.
Boy, we're off topic. What were you saying, Bill?
Star Wars.
Well, I was gonna say, you know what movie we could do a commentary on and bring Adam back again if he wanted to come back would be the Saturday Night movie. That was a
Oh
good
yeah,
ass
that
movie.
is a good movie.
Which one?
You haven't seen it yet. Saturday Night. It was
very
the
good.
like based on the first episode taping of Saturday
Oh,
Night Live.
SNL. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a couple of clips. I've seen the one clip of Jim Henson talking about them hanging Big Bird or whatever.
But yeah, when we were bringing in Adam, Adam was real sad that we had already done all the rest of Star Wars.
Well, we could do we could do Caravan of Courage and the Battle for Endor.
Please no.
We could do the Clone Wars movie.
We could do that animated Clone Wars
I
movie.
have the animated clothes. I have a 2 hour 40-minute cut of Ahsoka with like added VFX and stuff.
I have a recut of Kenobi. It's
You have a
really
recut of Kenobi. It's by the same guy.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have the theatrical versions of Star Wars. The
Yeah,
original.
I do as well. Yeah, those are good.
I downloaded those
Those
off
are a
of
lot better.
We
very
used to have the
sketchy website.
VHS of Star Wars, but I don't know where those went.
There's no
Yeah,
Java.
mine are 4K, Will.
There's no Java in.
I have a very high copy, well, half of the original Jabba the Hutt scene.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it's like 4x3, but it's like a really nice, like from a 16mm. Come out of there, Solo! I love that scene. I don't like what they did with it, putting the Jabba the Hutt back in it, but like the
CGI
slug one.
Yeah.
But I like the original scene as is.
Yeah. I think they just cut him, right?
Hmm?
They just cut him, right?
Yeah, they cut the scene and they gave all the dialogue to Greedo. So now when you watch the
Oh,
movie, it's
funny.
like they're just repeating themselves. Why did you kill poor Greedo there?
Mm-hmm.
You owe us credits. He's like, I got your money. It's like, yeah, we get it.
Credits will do.
Credits will do it. No, they won't.
No, they.
I feel like that's something we quote quite often as well.
Yeah, well, ever since doing that, we did. I have 100 Republic Dactari.
Republic credits. Republic credits are no good. I feel like
Credits
they should.
will do.
I still feel like they should be acceptable. Like money is money. I feel like at that point in the
I'm
Star
sure
Wars
there's someone
universe.
who exchanges them, even for like an exorbitant rate. I'm sure you could find someone on Tatooine that would change them.
Like again, they necessarily don't want to sell your hyperdrive for them, but like, I don't know. Also, you would think, you know, the literal Queen of Naboo would have some fucking money on her.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were really desperate, they could just sell one of the hand servants. Just saying.
Just sell one. and
Qui-Gon
then
didn't really seem to give a shit about slavery except for Anakin because he had the Force.
sell one and just come back for it later in like a day.
Yeah.
Or once you make contact, just go buy her back and like,
Yeah.
transfer them the money.
Or even Qui-Gon could just sell himself, maybe even.
Yeah,
If he didn't want to know.
himself.
Yeah, he could easily get out of there.
For himself for the Jedi.
No, just sell Obi-Wan.
Sell him. This is my young Padawan. My young ward. If you would.
It's a fresh piece of jailbait.
I don't want your sex slaves. only trade in parts. Here is an R2 unit.
Yeah, fuck, sell one of the droids.
Sell R2D2. Sell Jar Jar. Why are you bringing him around?
You owe me a life debt, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
And now I'm selling.
You're gonna repay me. Oh, Misa can do. Oh no. Oh no, son.
I bet Jar Jar doesn't
I
fetch
should
him.
not want to be slave.
Oh, this is some freaky shit.
I can't imagine Jar Jar goes for very much.
No, I doubt it.
Oh, this is awful.
This
What-
is one of the most intense
This
scenes.
is
Yeah.
fucked, man.
One of these old guys, the scientist, is the other Doctor Who connection. It's an actor called Richard Franklin, who was a regular Doctor Who back in the 70s. He's a really good actor. He just died not that long ago.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he's the one blurry one there in the back. Not the last one, but the next one over.
So second from the left.
Yeah. And this is like the only thing I've seen him in other than Doctor Who. It's weird.
He's a big sci-fi guy.
I guess so. But he was a gay actor back then, so I think that might have had to do with why he didn't get so much work. Yeah,
Oh,
Oh boy.
that's a big deal then.
yeah.
Why
Take
not just
the
kill
shot.
Krennic?
Yeah, to kill Krennic, yeah. Kill everyone.
Yeah, just start opening fire
Bomb,
up.
yeah, just bomb that whole bridge.
Well, that's what the
That's
rebels
what
are
they
going to do
end up
later.
doing, actually, yeah.
But like, at least shoot Krennic or something. Like, he's literally the director of the weapon.
Yeah.
Like, you at least kill him would matter for something in like their mind.
But yeah, why are they trying to kill Galen again? Like, the Death Star's already built.
Yeah, because they think he's important to it operating now. I don't know.
They just push buttons. They go beep, 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 and the guy pulls a little lever and it goes boom. And the two guys on the little bridge cover their heads and the big laser comes out.
How do you think those people pressing those buttons feel when they're firing the greatest weapon the galaxy's ever known?
You're not gonna
Probably
believe-
fine considering how people do real life.
You're not going to believe this, but there's a whole book about that.
Wow.
There's an old EU book
Yeah,
called
that's-
Death Star.
that's
I just got a
funny.
copy of it. I'm looking forward to reading it because it's all about the people operating the Death Star,
Holy
building up
fuck.
to A New Hope. Yeah.
Oh, that guy just fell to a brutal death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great kill.
There's blood on your hands, Jyn Erso.
Yeah, well, she already knew
I think
that.
she's okay. I think she grew up being a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah, if you're Saw Gerrera's little...
Well, she grew up being a literal war criminal, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, alongside. I never thought about that actually. She probably committed about the same amount of atrocities for 10 years.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's the last reminder. I feel like there's a good amount of reminders.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hidden.
Pretty sure there's a
touches.
temple on Coruscant, the little capital of the whole galaxy.
That got bombed. Then.
Yeah, it's still...
No, I didn't.
Or it got.
Didn't it
it
get
was on
converted?
fire.
Yeah,
At
it
the end
burned
of
down, and the Emperor built something on top of it. Or
Yeah, I
something.
thought the Emperor kept it though for something.
Although you do, I think you see
For
it
a
in...
reminder. Oh, I think you're right, Will.
Yeah.
I think
He
though
kept
in...
it for a reminder or
Yeah,
something.
in the special edition of Return of the Jedi, you can see it in the background,
Oh yeah.
as well as the Senate building. Yeah. So it's technically still there.
See, my question though, if it was this easy for the X-wings to get into this building, right? Why didn't they bomb this from the beginning? Because this wasn't hard for them to get here.
No, but did they know where it was?
I
I
guess
don't
as
think
we
you knew
thought.
it was
Because Bodhi
until-
Rook told them where it was,
Yeah, until Bodhi told
so they
them.
wouldn't have known.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Stardust.
Damn.
Rip Galen.
Fucking rebels, eh?
Yeah. Those war criminal bastards.
The TIE fighters in this movie are very well done.
They feel like more of a threat than some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I guess when you're allowed to kill all your main characters, it does a pretty good job of making the Empire
Yeah.
feel threatening. Like I think that's why I like Andor so much too, is because they just kill everyone.
Every likable character just fucking dies.
It's crazy in a matter of seconds. Fucking chaos broke out.
Yeah.
Went from a small sneak-in mission, kill Galen, get out of there, to like just full slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Powerful is that gun if you can take down a TIE fighter in
It
one
might be
shot.
like Chewie's bowcaster, it looks like.
Yeah. And the Force, you know.
Yeah, that too.
One with the Force is with me.
Holy shit, the fucking X-Wings just run in there,
Part of the
bomb
Force,
the
part of the
entire
crew.
place, and then leave.
Fucking Galen Erso is so dead. Why'd they cut to his body?
Because he was looking. It was like a.
I know he was looking at him, but like that's a choice.
Like, the way I interpreted it is a POV
Yeah,
shot.
it knocks Jay
Yeah, well,
back,
I think so too. But like it's
but none of the bodies.
it's a choice. It's a definitely like very deliberate choice to have him look back and look at a dead guy. It's just not something you see in Star Wars very often.
Something I think about at the gym all the time is if I ever got knocked off the side, can I pull myself back up onto the
Yeah.
edge?
I'm dead. I'm a dead man. I got that original
I
Jabba
think
the
you
Hutt
get knocked
physique.
off like Jin. I think that your chances are very slim of catching on to something.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not even making it this far in the movie. I'm getting killed on Jedha. I'm not gonna.
Steve's huffing and puffing trying to run out into the ship.
Guys, wait for me!
Trips.
Yeah, freaking Borgullet's going faster than me. But yeah, when I watched this for the first time, I cried. And now I'm making fat jokes.
Well, you know,
It's the atmosphere.
it loses its moment when you've seen it probably a dozen times.
Yeah. But it's great. I love this scene.
Yeah, it sucks that she's only seen him, only able to talk to him for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's such a waste of Mads Mikkelsen. I feel like you could have so
I
much
think you're
more of
right,
him.
Will, to be honest. I think, yeah, that's why I want him back in Andor as like
Mm-hmm.
an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't wish that on Mads. I just, it'd be a good storyline.
Yeah.
Not even have Andor find him, but have that like what is that? What the CIS, CSI, CIS?
The ISB?
Yeah, the ISB.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have the ISB agent be the one that he interacts with the most. Like that would be neat.
Oh, Dendra?
Yeah.
I think she's my favorite character in Andor.
I don't know. I really
I think
like.
Andy Serkis is mine. To be
I
honest.
Andy
really
Serkis
like
is pretty
Andy
good.
Serkis and Skarsgård.
I like her though, and I like her relationship with
Yeah,
that
Skarsgård's
creepy
good,
like
too.
Yeah, the one weird
bureaucrat guy.
bureaucrat
He's like
loving
really
guy.
obsessed with her. He's like following around, like sniffing her. Yeah.
And he's like stalking her.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I don't know why. She's got like.
Although one of my favorite
personality.
side characters was that bureaucrat mom's guy, mom guy.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my,
The mom-
wait, no. Cyril's mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his mom was a dick.
Absolute
God.
worst.
like,
His mom, I wanted his
Get a
mom to
job.
die more than like the Empire.
like she's the true villain of that
I want to
film.
see her get crushed like that poor rebel guy. That'd be great.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that crate death is wild.
That is awful. I like that character so much, and he gets like smushed like a fly.
Oh yeah, when they grab all the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
the thing flies.
everyone's
back.
getting killed left, right, center. The old guy has a heart attack, and they're like flying off, and then the crate gets loose and crushes the dude.
Yeah, like it's wild.
Andor is crazy. Like Andor, people like have regular like lives and deaths. It's so
Yeah.
bizarre. Like some guy has a stroke in Andor. That never happens in Star Wars.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
The Imperial governor or whatever has a heart attack, and the prisoner guy has a stroke. That is such an
yeah,
odd choice.
that's
The
so
only other
true.
person that dies like that is like Yoda, and he just like misses away.
Yeah, well, he fucking Master Oogways himself out of there.
Yeah,
he's like, my time is
Frank
coming.
Oz, his hand gets tired. He just takes the puppet off it.
Ugh,
Oh, what
stuff.
the fuck? More Yoda anal jokes.
That's just intrinsic to the character.
It's key motivator.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a level of realism in Andor that's just not matched in any other Star Wars movie.
So short, yeah. It's
It's
because
not-
they went on location.
Yeah, like that plus also like the people's lives are just very normal. It's like the average of average citizens. It's not like no one's a
They're
Jedi,
fucking-
nothing like that.
All of them, you can feel that they're so tired of being like just pushed down every day.
Yeah,
With the Empire, it's like
Well, you have the one guy basically writing a communist manifesto.
yeah. Love that character.
That actor always looked familiar to me, but I could never place him, and I never looked it up.
I don't think he's in anything. Nothing we've seen at least.
No, you haven't.
Technically in the old,
yeah.
in the books he's been fighting for the Separatists against the Republic. But if you watch friggin' Andor, it's not quite what they said originally.
Yeah, it doesn't really line up with what he says here to what it actually is, because it makes it seem like he's saying that like I've been fighting the like Empire.
Yeah, and
But,
it's
like,
not quite. It's
no.
complicated.
Plus, like his whole childhood there, he was clearly growing up okay with that one lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Harry Potter's mom.
Yeah, Harry Potter's mom.
His aunt or whatever.
Or Harry Potter's
Keeps her on the
aunt,
stairs.
sorry, yeah. Aunt Petunia.
She's in a lot of things now, and I'm like finally realizing that it's all her, and I'm like, oh my god, she's actually like in a lot.
I wish Uncle Vernon was.
Oh yeah, here we go.
was in Star Wars.
This is fucking awesome.
Big money.
Big money, Darth Vader.
Concept art
Look
come
at
to
it,
life.
fucking-
Look at
yeah.
that.
Give me that.
I
Ralph
have that
McQuarrie
capsule-
there.
I have that capsule on Lego.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
I wish I did. It was an Amazon
It's still
exclusive.
in box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's worth a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Holy shit, man. What a good looking castle.
Steve's like, how much you want?
No, you can have it. I remember watching the trailers and people thought this was the Emperor
Yeah. It
I
would
could
make
see
sense
that.
though.
because all you see is the shot where he like kneels, but it was very quick. It looked like he stepped down a step. Because all you had was that, and they thought it was
Yeah.
the Emperor visiting Darth Vader. Which I'm surprised they didn't bring the Emperor into this movie.
True.
Like they have some restraint, considering what they do with the Emperor later.
Praetorian guards.
I think that because that
Actually,
wasn't
these are the
plan.
Imperial Guards, not the Praetorian Guards. The Praetorian Guards are from the First Order.
Oh, sorry about that. What are these guys called?
Imperial.
This is the Imperial Guards.
Praetorian guards are first order?
The Praetorian, yeah, they're the First Order ones. They're Snoke's guards.
Oh,
They have, like, all the armor and
really,
stuff on.
Oh, the really bad choreographed fight scene?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
ones.
That's exactly the one.
Yeah, the Imperial Guards, they have their own lore and
I think though too
comics
they
and
were
stuff.
more reasonable with not using the Emperor or Darth Vader heavily is because they didn't actually plan on bringing him fucking back.
Yeah, if they had actually planned to bring back the Emperor from the start,
Holy
they would have put him in
shit,
this match.
man! Sorry for yelling. Just
Yeah, no, I don't.
shadow
Darth Vader's on
against the
screen. I'm
wall.
also going to blow a load.
You will jizz your pants.
Careful not to choke on your aspirations, director.
You will bust nut in water tower.
What's the music in Star Wars called again? Jizz?
yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Yeah. I like that he came back for this. I know people complain that he sounded old, but I like his voice.
Sounded great, man.
I prefer this over the AI version of him.
100%.
Even though he did sign off on his rights to do it, blah blah blah, made like $1 billion.
Really?
And then, yeah, well, he sold the rights to his voice to use
We
his
have Darth
AI.
Vader forever now. Just make
Yeah.
a Darth Vader movie already, for fuck's sake.
And then he died like a year
Make
later.
a rated R Darth Vader movie, please. Make a rated R Darth movie,
That'd be
please.
crazy.
That would be intense.
Please make a rated R Darth
Disney
movie.
won't do it.
No, they won't.
I know they won't.
They
Not
don't
even
have
as a Disney Plus
Fucking
exclusive.
idiots.
They don't even have the balls.
This is the thing. I don't think they realized that would be probably the biggest success they will ever make.
It
They
would
make
be
a
huge.
rated R Vader movie and hire the right people to do it, and Kathleen Kennedy keeps her nose out of it.
I don't even know if that's be rated R. You could make it like 17.
I want to see him cut people's heads off.
That's
I want
true.
to see him use the Force to like a brutal extent.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did kind of do that at the end of this.
And I want to see flashbacks to Hayden Christensen going to the dark side.
Yeah.
That would be neat.
So I'm chill in charge. And Vader just stops him mid stride. He's like this guy.
This movie looks amazing, man.
It's so good. The sound of the Force choking is made out of a couple of walnuts being rubbed together.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. Ben Burtt's a nuts with sound effects. He'll just take anything and make a sound. And it's fantastic every time. Like he'll just find some wire and start tapping on it with a hammer and you got like lasers.
Yeah.
Or he'll wave a stick in front of a TV and it'll be like lightsaber.
Or he'll do a lot of the voice, like the sounds effects himself, and then he'll just put effects on it.
Yeah.
I think it's his ability though to like understand the use of the effects on top of the sounds that he creates.
Or he'll take his original magnetic tape recordings of his sounds, stick them in the microwave, and destroy them. He did that. I don't think it was a microwave. I think it was in his like oven or whatever. Because the tape was degrading, and he thought it would help, and it melted them. Because you can kind of reconstitute them a little bit with heat. It didn't work.
Yeah, he definitely didn't think that one through.
I think it was just one tape that did it. I think he got all the other ones done properly.
What benefit would it bring him?
But it's just a funny story.
You're all criminals. I don't know what your logic
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah. But we're the right kind of criminals, though, okay?
That could be you. Dye your hair white, Steve.
No, not that guy. That's General Dodonna. That's the great General Dodonna. I could never be General Dodonna. I'm Bud Hudsel.
Honestly,
Really?
the guy in the back there looks like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, the one pilot there.
Yeah, with the mustache.
Oh, there's this smoky leader coming in.
Yeah, look at him though. Like that guy looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want a Rebels pilot film with a bunch of guys that look like that guy.
Yeah, let's do like an X-Wing movie. I think there was plans for that, but it got scrapped. Because of course it did. I also wouldn't mind being one of those rebel soldiers with the little vests and the hat. I think that's such a cool costume.
Yeah,
it's so
that's awesome.
it's so like dated, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
Is the girl with the hood that's been like against it? Is she play the scientist in Dune?
I don't know. Maybe. Not sure.
I don't think we'll get a close up on her, but it looked kind of like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's Dr. Kynes in Dune, isn't it?
Right, yeah. You're right. That is Dr. Kynes.
Let me consult the old.
Isn't Dr. Kynes
a
a
dude.
boy in the
Yeah.
book? Yeah. Also father of Johnny.
Yeah,
So mother of Johnny and.
it makes more sense for to be a guy for the like secret pregnancy, but
Yeah.
because it'd be harder for Kynes to hide it that way, whereas for him it doesn't really matter. But that's more of a nitpicky thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll let you look that up because last time I messed up on a character casting. I thought John Boyega was in. What movie was that?
Oh, that was funny. I don't remember what it was, but
Straight Outta Compton.
I thought John Boyega was straight.
I never saw that movie, and I just remember at the time they both came out. Like The Force Awakens and that movie came out at the same time.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I remember reading somewhere that it's like, oh, you got to start on this movie and yada yada yada. And somehow in my mind, I thought Straight Out West Side. I keep thinking West Side Story. Straight Outta Compton was what they had mentioned, but it wasn't. He's not in that movie. He has nothing to do with that movie.
yeah, it is her.
He's in barely any movies, but I thought he was in that.
I was right.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty cool. Get to be in Star Wars and Dune.
Yeah. There's probably not very many actors that did that.
There's probably hardly any actors that's done that.
Yeah. But you can be in Dune and in Star Trek. That's what Patrick Stewart did.
Yeah, that's Patrick Stewart.
And that's also the old Dune. That's David Lynch's. That's Old Testament Dune.
Old Testament Dune.
Thank you, robot. Thank you, magic trash can.
Thank you, Magic Trash Can.
I think we gotta introduce Adam to the All Runouts videos.
I thought I did. Maybe I think I told him about it one set.
I'm sure you did. You mentioned them all the time.
Thank you, Magic Trash Can. Such a good score. I feel like we don't talk about the score enough, but it's just
It's
such a...
really good. And the guy who made it had a very short amount of time to record it.
Well, I just feel like good score in Star Wars is just such a given.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's such an established body of work that to pull from it's probably, I'll say, relatively easy, but also, I guess, kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like for the most part, you'd probably be able to recycle a lot of the motifs and things.
Mm-hmm. I don't think this movie does that too much, though. It very sparingly uses the other music. Yeah, it's not fishy at all. They take 20 seconds to...
At least he calls him out on his bullshit.
Yeah, you could just say anything. You could be like, oh, I'm red 10. And they'd be like, what the fuck?
I'm blue leader.
I'm blue leader. This is gold leader.
Look at this guy, this stupid fucking guy doing this stupid job. What? A ship's leaving?
He's not even like following him. He's like...
He doesn't even have his gun, he doesn't know it was leaving.
He could have stopped them. He could have done something.
I like that we see these screens back again.
I love how they have that table.
Yeah.
I love that fucking table. And the screens, they're so good.
Obi-Wan.
You want to say that a bit louder?
Obi-Wan, if anybody doesn't know.
I think you mean Ben Kenobi.
Oh yes, he goes by Ben these days.
Now, that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time.
Trusts his daughter with his life.
Captain Antilles, I have a mission for you. Did you see
I
that?
heard, I saw that. I heard it.
So they need to be
Antilles.
dropped off at Alderaan.
I gotta go seal my fate and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Man, Mon
The plot
Mothma,
demands it that I kill myself.
imagine how sad she is learning that that was the last conversation with Bail Organa.
Don't you hear like a Captain Sandula report to?
Yeah, that's in the dialogue. And the person doing all the intercom stuff is the original voice actor of Wedge Antilles. Because in the original movie, it's what's the actor's name? But he's dubbed, and they got the guy who dubbed him to come back and do this.
Oh shit! Eh?
Yeah. Also, in A New Hope, 2 people play Wedge, beyond the voice actor. It's there's a scene
That's
where Luke
funny.
is talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, I can shoot womp rats like a whatever."
And
That's supposed to be Wedge, but the guy couldn't remember any of his fucking lines, and they fired his ass.
Oh
and
my
they got
God, and
they
then
got
they
Ewan
got that-
McGregor's uncle, and he did it. And he's in the
Oh,
rest of the trilogy.
Oh really? Eh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Wedge Antilles is played by Ewan McGregor's uncle. Dennis Larson is his name. But in A New Hope, he was supposed to be played by a different guy, and he's in that one scene. And I guess they didn't bother to reshoot it, and they just fired him. So like in the script and everything, you look at it, and that's Wedge.
Wow, that's sick.
Man, imagine
They
being that
couldn't
loser.
reshoot that scene.
Yeah, but being
It's
a guy.
a huge scene to reshoot, to be honest.
Well, not really, because it's just the insert. It's just like close up of him and Luke talking.
Is it just the
And-
one shot? Or
Yeah,
do
well,
they
in the
have,
background, all there is 2 R2 units and like a guy behind
I
them.
thought there was a bunch of pilots running by and shit with
What?
their helmets and stuff. No.
No, it's they're
I think you're mixing up scenes. It's when they're all sitting around the like meeting table talking about shooting the Death
yeah,
Star.
and the Death Star is here, and he's like, I can shoot womp rats, and he's like, it's impossible. That guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you could reshoot that, and the
That's
wide
so
shots have the
funny.
original guy. It would work. You could do it. It would be cheap. I guess not cheap enough.
Whatever.
And I think
everyone thought it was a disaster anyway.
yeah,
Then it got saved in the edit.
and I think if they had done that,
Yeah.
I think Wedge would be a much higher beloved character.
Yeah. Sure.
Because he has no other scenes other than when he's in the
Yeah.
cockpits where he's talking. He's in
It's
background
it's only
shots.
him and Luke that escaped from there,
Yeah.
and Han, I guess.
And so to have them have that relationship at the start, where he's like, I don't believe in you. And he does. He does it. Oh, that'd be incredible.
That would be good.
I also think, and Will has mentioned this before, that Biggs and Wedge should have just been combined into one character.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Luke, you're my old buddy. Hey. I'm in the rebellion now. So are you. What a coincidence.
This
Oh,
is
no,
fine.
Biggs. That's all he gets. Anyway, this is a bit off topic. Back to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. But this part of the movie is absolutely like
This is like one of the
nuts.
best moments in all of Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Silver Arrow used to say one fighter with a sharp stick.
Hey, it's that guy from Endor.
Yeah.
Wait, that guy's also in something. I've seen him before too.
Seen that guy?
No reason to expect
Yeah, I'm sure all these actors are in. Just
This-
everywhere.
There's another guy in there that I thought looked familiar too, and like one of the older guys with like a goatee or a beard or something, like long scraggly hair. But he's towards the back.
Hmm. You talking about the big Duck Dynasty beard guy?
Yeah, the beard guy. He looks familiar. I don't know what actor that is, but I think he's in other things, like as like a main kind of action actor.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Part of the ship. Part of the crew.
Yeah.
One with the Force, and the Force is with me.
This landscape looks amazing, and it's all CGI.
It is really well done.
All of this looks so good. ILM really killed it in this
Mhm.
movie.
Imagine working there, but you're stuck in those like
Black suit.
those uniforms, or like a stormtrooper outfit, or like something really heavy like that.
There's a really funny detail here.
Mhm.
One of these stormtroopers or pilots gets hit by smoke right here. Look at this guy. You see him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
on
just
the
get
left
hit,
there,
just
and
getting
he steps out of the
blasted.
way. Just gets blasted with smoke though. Fuck. The fact that this is all practical is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like this stuff right here, all the interior stuff.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It looks so good. It's all wood too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the craziest part. Love the look of Craig's ship.
Mhm.
I don't think I said that before. It looks gorgeous.
I have the Lego set of it. It's really nice.
Oh my god. That's awesome. I just saw it recently at a store that bought a bunch of old sets.
I bought it off of Connor's brother, actually. I bought a lot of his Lego.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. He had the Queen Amidala figure.
Oh yeah, the old one.
I keep just getting sucked into the
Like the
movie
one
and
with the
don't
red
even have
dress and
anything to
everything?
say.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love that little Padme. Anyway,
Yeah.
stop daydreaming. Back to work.
Again, the lighting is so.
I feel like they haven't earned that little sister comment.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Well, that is something that they did not.
I didn't even notice that. Like, I think that's the first time I've noticed
me
that.
too.
Have they spoken to each other before?
I don't think
Barely.
that's the first time they may have addressed each other.
Yeah, like Chirrut
She's
should at least
only-
be saying that
yeah,
to her,
she's
not
only
not
been talking
Baze.
to
He's
Chirrut.
he doesn't talk.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk to her. He's just kind of in the sidekick in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like that
Baze
feels
is sick though. He has a cool.
that feels
dad.
like a line from a different cut or something.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, probably. You think it's the cut where they all die in the same room by Darth Vader? Did you guys hear about that cut?
No, but that
No.
sounds sick.
Yeah, dude. Like Jin grabs the plans. They're about to leave, and then Vader walks in the room, like jams the door,
And just
walks in
murders
the room
them
and
all.
kills all of them.
That sounds
Like all
epic.
the main characters in one room.
That'd be
Jeez.
sick.
Yeah, and like the only person who escaped is K2SO with the plans or something, and somehow he ends up on the ship.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want that version.
I know. I want that version too.
Really.
Like they're like the way that they escape is that Bodhi flies the ship behind and one of the AT-ATs, and then and like they're all sprinting towards the AT-AT and the AT-AT's shooting at them, and they have the plans in their hand,
Mhm.
and like they're sprinting and then they get past the AT-ATs.
Yeah, bits of that are in the original trailers.
Release
Yeah.
the Vader cut.
Yeah, I know. Release the Vader cut. where they
Well, the
all
Vader scene we
die.
actually get at the end of this was like very last minute. Like they're like,
Yeah.
there's not enough at the end of this, so they're like,
They
let's
didn't know
do
how to
something
end
with
the
Vader.
movie for like a while.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
gave us the most fucking
Like-
epic scene in all of Star Wars.
Yeah, for real.
This was filmed in a subway.
Live action. I'll say a live action Star Wars.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
Luke's hallway scene is also great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of just copying this.
It literally is the same with the Darth Maul one. Darth Maul copied it first, I think. The Darth Maul scene. He walks down a
He's saying in
hallway.
Clone Wars.
yeah, the
In
last
Clone
season.
Wars,
Yeah.
He walks down a hallway with no lightsaber and decapitates like 2 clones
Mhm.
with the part of a wall.
Yeah.
It's insane. That's a good looking alien. Little vignette on these lenses.
Mhm.
Look here. Here it is.
Yeah, he's.
He's skull fucking the other robot. Holy shit. The K2SO is a menace.
Your ass is mine now.
Please do not resist.
Now we know how Yoda and Kermit feel.
No.
Why are there so
This is-
many?
What the rebels do here is kind of fucked.
Mhm.
Is sneak attacks part of the Geneva Conventions?
No.
There's no Geneva Convention in space.
I know, but still.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
I think every faction in Star Wars is committed a war
Genuinely
crime.
also
I
said Jedis are peacekeepers, and then he said bring on the flamethrowers.
Yeah.
And 2 clones walked up and just cooked a bunch of Geonosians.
Well, Anakin also literally commits war crimes on the regular.
That's true.
So does Obi-Wan. They constantly
true.
surrender
And
to
in
fake
like the
out.
first episode
Yeah.
of Star Wars, Obi-Wan surrenders and then uses the Force to grab his lightsaber and kill a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not huge believers in
Yeah.
Yeah.
rules of engagement.
I'm sure we could point out every single, like almost every character committing some sort of crime.
Fuck, he's so good at Krennic. He was one of my favorite characters, I think, too.
Yeah, he's great.
I like the
Everybody in this movie kind of kills him. Oh yeah, that.
Well, that's from the original film.
Oh,
I know,
wow,
it's one of my
awesome.
favorite. Wait, John David Washington is in this movie?
What?
Where?
I don't
Oh, is
know.
he a stormtrooper running?
I have no idea. I just looked
I
up the cast
remember
though.
reading about. Wait, are you on the cast?
Yeah,
I think I remember reading he was a stormtrooper running in one of the scenes.
I have no idea, but it says John David Washington is in it.
It's crazy the amount of costumes they have for this. Like, look at this.
Mhm.
Look at this absolute slaughter.
Yeah.
It's just when they're all spawning and then you just start spraying at the door they're coming out of. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Well, I think they had to get volunteers from the 501st like cosplay legion to like help out with
Really,
costumes.
eh?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Actually, I heard that too.
Yeah.
I want to speak with Director Krennic. He's there. The original plans for this station are kept there. There. Prepare for the jump to hyperspace and...
You know what's kind of crazy? In A New Hope, at that like conference table scene, when they made Rogue One, there was still one of the actors from that alive that they could have had.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was so surprised. Like the guy like died in like 2020 or
Oh
something.
my god.
But he looked really old when he was young. You know, he had like white hair,
Okay.
and so he's like one of the background guys. You could have, they could have had him in there, and people wouldn't have not believed it. How did nobody stop that guy before that?
I don't know.
Like that guy could have had a bomb or something. Like,
Screaming
killed Mon
suddenly.
Mothma right there.
Yeah.
I need to speak with Admiral Reynolds.
Like that guard should have pulled a gun, like right away. He's holding a thermal detonator. Still trying to find where he is in the
Yeah, I'm
movie.
trying to find it to figure it out. Oh, it says he's not actually in Rogue One. What? Why did it have him in the cast list then?
Lies!
Yeah. Borgullet will find the truth.
Just plug your phone into the Borgullet.
What we get?
Borgullet!
Yeah.
C-3PO, what a character.
Honestly, everyone in the theater laughed when I watched it.
I
laughed too.
There was some clapping, I think.
Yeah. There was a lot of clapping when this movie was done.
Yeah.
It was like the most clapping I've ever heard in the theater. It was that and probably Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm.
Should have just chopped his arm off. Oh
Fuck.
boy. The reveal with the smoke too is sick.
Yeah, the sound was good.
I think this is probably the best use of like AT-AT since,
Yeah.
like even eclipsing what they did with them in Empire Strikes Back. Like I think they're actually better used in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Admiral Radis.
Little ghost bottom left.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It is Blue Leader.
Yeah, there's a original
Yeah,
footage
that's
from
right.
A New Hope.
Yeah, because Blue Leader, they were gonna do blue, but then they were doing everything against blue screen and it just showed up as gray.
Yeah.
So then they had to do red.
Yeah, and in there they had Red Leader and Gold Leader, like actual unused footage from A New Hope. The guy who played Red Leader, Drew Henley, was dead by this point.
Yeah.
But the guy who played Gold Leader,
It wasn't there.
he was still alive, so he recorded a few lines that you can hear as they're talking. But he just died recently. I was making a short where we joked about people telling Gold Leader to shut up. He died as I was like uploading the video. And I was like, holy shit. That's happened before for other things
It's
too.
happened for a couple times where you'll talk
You
about
guys
an
talk
actor and they
about
die.
actors
And
then
they
you kill
died.
them.
Yeah. So like
You guys are awful.
when we were doing
You guys kill actors. What is wrong with you?
literally the day we were recording Empire Strikes Back, Captain Nita, he gets choked out and we're like, oh, Captain Nita, you're gonna need a new neck. And the guy fucking died
No way.
the day we recorded. The day.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I know. Same thing happened when I was on a bus and I was thinking about Kirk Douglas and he died, but he was like 105. So it's not a surprise.
So like, yeah, it was time.
But like it happens with other stuff. I was
You've killed a couple actors.
Yes, I was
quote-unquote.
on Twitter and I was gonna make a post about
Stop
some
thinking
Doctor Who
about actors,
character,
you're gonna
and I was
kill
like, oh, I liked them because before they were famous or before they
You're
were
gonna say
cool.
you like Diego Luna and then Diego Luna's gonna die.
Yeah, I know.
We're not gonna get season 2.
But yeah, I said this.
Shot season 2,
I was gonna
so.
say this about this actress from Doctor Who, Jackie Lane, because they were doing a box set of audio dramas, but they recasted her because she didn't want to do the box sets. And I was like, okay, I liked the character before she was cool, before it was cool to like her, and she died literally like an hour after I was about to do it because I was like, oh, I'll keep reading my book. I'm not gonna bother with that. I look back on Twitter and she's dead, and I'm like, holy shit.
I think it's Steve, not me.
Yeah, but I try to use my powers for good and they don't work. It's only random people. I'll mention some random like actor for like no one cares about and he'll die.
People care.
Yeah,
We care.
we care.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You want to go, right?
It's obviously a coincidence. I don't actually have powers, but
So you think?
the evidence is mounting.
It even happened a couple times, I feel like, in high school.
I think so too. Yeah. But also when the average age of the actors we talk about is like 65, it's it happens.
Yeah. I think, actually, I remember you coming up and telling me that Christopher Lee had passed away in high school.
Yeah, well, that was around the time the Hobbits movies were coming out, so we were really into that sort of thing. I'm sure that was some sort of like I was thinking about him the day it happened or something like that. But, I thought about him every day.
I think about Christopher Lee every day.
I'm that kind of fan.
I like the way it like knocks its head and looks back.
And then gets absolutely dunked on. Damn.
Ooh. Also, isn't that Gareth Edwards?
That guy on the ground there?
Yeah.
I don't think so, is it?
I know he's in this movie somewhere.
He's in it. He's the guy who pulls the lever on the
Oh, yes,
Tantiform
yes, yes,
parts.
that's him.
Ah.
Yeah.
And he's in The Last Jedi. He eats some salt off the ground.
Yeah, he
Or,
like,
or,
licks
he's,
it.
or he's next to the guy who eats the salt. I don't remember which. But, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in The Last Jedi.
Salt.
Salt. Just so you know, it's not snow. It's not completely ripping off Empire Strikes Back.
I just kind of like that Planet Crate. It's kind of cool.
It's a cool design and everything, but like, man, there's homage and then there's plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the big ass beard, he's in something else.
Yeah, probably.
Is it Game of Thrones?
Oh, maybe.
It could be Game of
I
Thrones.
think he's in Game of Thrones.
looks very Game of Thrones,
Yeah. These GoPro shots are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Gold Leader starting our attack run on the shield generator.
Flash! Stagger!
Flash, stagger! Don't stagger till I tell you! We're referencing Return of the Jedi. There's a very funny blooper of Richard Marquand, the director, yelling at the cast because they're filming like a special effects shot where they're on the bridge and it shakes. And he's like, flash! And the light flashes and he says, stagger! And these people are like trying to stumble around like it's in Star Trek. And they are just not lining up with what he wants and he just freaks the fuck out of them.
Yeah. He's like yelling at them.
Flash, stagger!
Don't stagger until I tell you!
Yeah, it's funny. Apparently nobody liked Richard Marquand.
I can see why.
Not just for that. I think people just didn't think he was very good.
There's one time where I was playing trivia somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, how many Star Wars films did George Lucas direct? And this is back in like 2016 or something.
Yeah,
And I was like, it's 4.
yeah.
And they were like, it's 6. And I'm like, you're fucking wrong. It's
No,
4.
it's not. Yeah.
How dare you erase
He only
Irvin
directed-
Kershner?
Which ones did he only direct?
He directed A New Hope, and then he did the sequels, or the prequels.
Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
didn't direct
yeah.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irvin Kershner did 5, and then Richard Marquand did 6.
That's funny.
Because Kershner didn't want to fucking come back. Yeah, George didn't want to direct anymore, so he gave it to Irvin Kershner. And then Irvin Kershner didn't want to direct anymore, so he gave it to Richard Marquand. And then Richard Marquand died, and George Lucas had to do the rest of the movies. Because also Irvin Kershner wasn't coming back. And none of the other directors would do it because it was not in union.
Honestly, George Lucas made one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Sorry, what was that?
He directed one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Which one is it?
It's Episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3.
So fucking good.
Episode 3 is probably my favorite.
Yeah. And if the theater, or if, I don't even know who it was, and I don't know what the deal was, he wanted to make the opening scene an hour long, and it would have been so fucking crazy.
That would have gone
That's
hard.
why they came out with Clone Wars, the 2D animated series,
Mhm.
the 2-episode one.
That would have
Yeah.
been crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm
They shot so much shit that he had to cut, and the movie would have been like 4.5 hours long.
2-part release of
Yeah.
part 1. Recut it.
yeah.
Recut it now and release it May 25th.
Make it like a 6-hour cut, like the Snyder cut
Oh
or
my
whatever.
god, I would lose it. I'd sit in the theater and cheer the whole time.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an ugly duckling. My favorite is Phantom Menace. Because
Yeah.
that was the only Star Wars
Honestly-
movie I watched until I was 12 years old.
Dude, that's a really good Star Wars movie. Too.
It's really good.
It is fantastic.
It's a really good balance between the original trilogy and the prequels.
Yeah.
Like what
that
the prequels
pod
would
racing
become.
scene is amazing.
It's really good.
Every
It's
time I watch
fantastic.
the pod racing scene, I always this is sick.
Mhm. The effects are even better than most of the rest of the prequel trilogy because it's more
Yeah.
practical effects
Yeah,
for
they
stuff.
do have a good mix.
You got Darth
Jared
Maul.
is funny.
Or they
Yeah,
would
Maul,
build
Maul,
practical
Maul.
effects to then scan.
Qui-Gon Jinn,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, amazing.
And
Those-
Qui-Gon and
that duo
Anakin's
was
relationship.
awesome.
Those, like,
That's
everything
something
around
like
Qui-Gon is
That
fundamental.
started, like the whole Jedi adventure kind of like duo
Mhm.
thing. I feel like
It is the perfect Star Wars movie,
it's so
in my
well
opinion.
done, man. Yeah,
And the people that don't like it because
the whole
they're
trade
big man
federation.
children.
I don't understand why people don't like that movie.
No, look, kill.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's not complicated either. People are like, okay, follow the plot. And it's like, oh,
Okay, but
jeez.
there's a lot of movies like that people are just stupid.
Yeah. Like, it's not hard to understand what's happening in The Phantom Menace. It's really not.
Well, I mean, I'd argue that, say, like a film like Tenet that people tend to find really confusing is actually a lot more straightforward than people think.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tenet technically happens linearly, even though because you go through the film forward and then you backtrack through everything that just happened, and then you go to right before the film starts. Like it kind of runs in a big U where you go "Ooh," and back around.
Yeah, background, yeah.
Because it's happening from the perspective of whatever the protagonist is
Yeah.
the character's name, but it's happening from his perspective, so it's happening linearly to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But people are like, it's confusing, but it's not.
But my smooth brain don't get it.
Jesus Christ!
That was brutal.
That fucking stormtrooper is so dead.
I think it was the sound of
That
that.
sand trooper,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh my god, he exploded and flew away.
Actually, those are called
Oh.
shore troopers.
Oh, I said sand, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sand troopers have the pauldrons
Yeah,
and they're all
you're
covered in
right,
sand.
you're right. Yeah, I got that mixed up. Sorry, thank you.
It's all, I just love being a pedantic. Let's try that again. I love being a pedantic little bitch.
Pedantic little bitch.
No, it's fun to out nerd a nerd.
It is, eh?
Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
pulling out all
yeah.
this deep lore I've long forgotten, and I'm like, wait, I know something you don't know. Han Solo used to own
I
Dathomir.
should
I know
have
that.
known Stormtrooper too, because like I've literally played as one.
Hey, you know what? I'm just here for the ride, man.
Yeah, Will doesn't waste his time with this. He reads
It's not
philosophy.
true. I've read old Star Wars books, just not ones pertinent to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones I read were the Plagueis, and then I did a bunch of the Old Republic ones. And I really like the Old Republic games, so that's why I read those ones.
Yeah.
And also an Obi-Wan and
Shadow K2.
Anakin book where they're like on some like planet.
I think
and
that's
then-
called Rogue Planet.
But they're like
Something
on
like
some
that.
planet, and like Obi-Wan's like healing all these people, and
Yeah.
like
It's like a pre-Attack of the Clones book, eh?
maybe
Oh, is it? Yeah.
or it's like during Attack of the Clones or something.
Yeah.
Where they're like defending this like little village. It's kind of like that one episode of Clone Wars,
Yeah.
but like in a book,
Yeah.
and it's just the two of them.
Mhm.
But they're like protecting some sort of thing, and Obi-Wan's like force healing all these people. I don't know what book it is, but I remember I read that.
Yeah.
And the Plagueis book. The Plagueis book slaps. Have you ever read the Plagueis book, Adam?
I have not. I didn't
Oh,
know there was one.
I recommend it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't read it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, mostly from me, probably.
Yeah, well, Will's been speaking about this book ever since he read it.
Which is like 15 years ago now, almost.
Yeah, I know, I still haven't read it. I've read, like, all these other random-ass books. I've read the Han Solo, like, 1980s books. I've read the novelizations for the movies. I've read, like, Kenobi and Heir to the Empire and...
Well, weren't
Yeah,
you
stuff like
just
that.
saying you got a first edition Star Wars book or something?
I did, yeah. I got the first edition. First ever Star Wars book. I have a lot of hardcover ones as well. But yeah, I've been trying to read all the Star Wars books in chronological order of release date. I haven't made it very far yet. But
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
in the
Sorry.
past, I've read a few other ones.
This is a bloodbath.
Yeah, man.
Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you guys up. This is an absolute bloodbath. Watch this. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
I keep just getting sucked into the movie and like I'm not
This
even having
is
anything to
fucked,
say.
man. There's so many people just getting slaughtered here. It's nuts.
Yeah.
You know, really, they needed to bring in their main man, Chopper. They would have won this
Oh my
battle.
god, true.
Well, Chopper would have
Well,
hijacked the
Chopper
whole
Chopper
building.
probably would have hopped on the Death Star and got control of it and blasted the whole planet.
Actually, isn't there a book or like Legends thing where like an AI IG-88 unit or something like hijacks the Death Star?
Really?
There might be.
Or there's like it's like it
Not
gets
sure.
into like the software systems or something and is like fucking with people by like closing doors on them or stuff.
Oh, I don't think I've. That might be. I don't know, that might be some short story thing.
Or it's like an AI gets in there or something. I don't know.
Fuck, this is so good.
That sounds like the kind of thing they'd write to explain why in A New Hope some stormtroopers like have a door get closed on them. Open the blast doors! Open the blast doors!
Close the blaster.
I kind
Close
of
the blaster.
yeah. I like.
Ugh.
I
Why
like
does
in Star
the-
Wars how they have all this like deep lore, but some of it's really stupid, and it's made to like explain the most things that didn't need to be explained.
Yep.
Like there's an entire like short story about the bartender of the cantina, and his like family got killed by battle droids and stuff, and that's why he hates droids. It's
Oh
like,
my god.
we-
that's
we
what it
didn't
says?
need that, you
We
know?
didn't want your kind in there?
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
we don't serve their kind. And I was like, oh yeah, that explains it. It's like, is that necessary?
Even more arguments for the droid sentience video.
Yeah, well, you better get on that. Will.
I know.
That's in the A Certain Point of View book,
Holy shit.
which is an entire book dedicated to. Oh, ooh, that was a shot.
Yeah.
That's an entire.
Wow, Steve, it's just a shot, man.
Awooga, awooga. No,
Holy shit.
Imagine they killed Krennic right there.
well, he got shot
He
here.
waited
Didn't
2 more seconds, he probably could have got a clear shot.
Oh no.
Oh, not Melfi.
He dies off screen too, that's brutal.
Yeah. He's just in the corner there and he died.
he? This is like the attack on the
His arm.
Imperial bunker in Return of the Jedi, but like
Yeah.
the rebels lose. This is what would happen if they didn't have the Ewoks.
Fuck, he takes out 2 of them.
It's such a good moment.
It's so good.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I think this is more to like kind of solidify
The Force as a
the
power.
Force, yeah, than
Yeah.
most of the other Star Wars movies combined.
That's true.
I like it.
Was the power of like the belief in the Force
Mhm.
mixed
Yeah.
with like maybe him even manifesting it?
yeah,
Being a little force sensitive, maybe a little bit of metachlorians.
yeah.
Well, everyone has a little bit, but
How
maybe
did
just a
Cassian
little.
not die from that?
Oh, he's
I don't
good.
know. He's
I
got
feel-
those Han Solo
He's good,
spines.
He's good.
I feel like there's a version of the film where he did die there.
Dude, he's
I'm
good.
sure there is. There's probably a cut of this film where like literally anything happens.
He stopped saying the believing in the force and he got blown up.
Yeah, see?
Why they stopped shooting? Oh, well, they kind of do.
No, that's-
Not really.
yeah.
Maybe it's too much smoke.
But I feel like this is more in line with like the original trilogy's version of the Force than
Yeah.
even the prequels.
Well, the prequels don't do a good job of utilizing the Force. The Force is more of like a tool than like a
Yeah, the Force is a tool. It's not a driving force, so to speak.
Yeah. Driving force.
Ah! Even Ahsoka uses this.
This is also such a touching moment where, like, because
Yeah.
his whole thing is that he's maybe doesn't necessarily believe, but he's comforting his dying friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this kind of renewed power given to him. he's inspired by this moment to
Yeah.
to do stuff, and he succeeds. He's doing.
It's actually so amazing, like the okay, you have to do this, but you have to do this. You can send a signal out, but
Mhm.
I forgot it was a slaughter in space as well.
Yeah, that's Biggs' helmet. You put that back. See, this is why we use Y-wings instead of stupid resistance bombers
Those resistant bombers are so bad.
Yeah.
with their magnets or whatever.
I don't even know, but they dropped into the ship and they went straight down with no propulsion.
It's because of the gravity that's on the ship, and then so the gravity would pull them down, and then the space would continue
Is
it.
that little cannon?
I don't know, but that's how it, in theory, would work. if
That's
you
how
were
it's
to release it.
described, I think, in one of the books or something.
Because the ship has its own gravity, so it would pull them down. But then the
Yeah.
second they leave space, they just keep the momentum of the gravity because there's nothing to stop them.
Yeah.
There's some brutal deaths here. Oh, I got shot in the face!
God.
Yeah. Goodbye, Bodhi Rook.
This guy just throws a grenade right into like one of his ships that he, like, as far as he knows.
Well, you can see the
Yeah.
people fighting out of it, so
Yeah,
he
true.
probably knows that they're
That was
bad guys.
fucked, yeah. Vegas is like, yeah, fuck
Bodhi
this.
Rook is dead. My time has come.
Yeah.
Also, the Death Troopers, they never speak. They just, like, growl.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
such
always
a-
understood it as like just something masking their voices.
Yeah, I think that's what exactly what it is.
Yeah.
How many does he take? He takes out like 5 Death Troopers here? Damn. And then this fucking guy. It's a thermal imploder.
It's a thermal detonator. Oh
That
my.
thing's fucked.
I like how they recreated that from Empire Strikes Back. On the Falcon, they have a little door
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, this is great.
The Hammerhead Corvette.
Yeah!
From Rebels.
hmm
From Rebels fan.
Boom!
Oh my god.
Honestly, such a sick moment.
Sublight thrusters full power. Oh, that's crazy. That's pre-Republic.
Nah,
Is
just
it
pull a
a-
few
is it a
Holdo
Alderaan
maneuvers.
ship?
Pull a few Holdo maneuvers. Get out of here.
It's probably some older ship. I think in Rebels they said it was an older ship. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Rebels.
Rebels is good, man.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Hit
There's
or
some
miss.
pretty good Star Wars moments. in it.
There's some good moments in it, but there's some
There's
disappointing
some bad
moments.
episodes.
I think the
too,
problem, though, is that it's more of like a kid's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is still some great, dude. Kanan Jarrus though is like, and Ezra, they're like good Jedi.
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. As far as Jedi go, they're pretty solid Jedi.
Yeah, Thrawn's pretty great in it too.
Thrawn's awesome. Yeah.
They bring back a lot of random characters.
Mhm.
Like Princess Leia's in an episode.
Yeah.
Lando's in an episode.
Yeah.
Voiced actually by Billy D. Williams.
Well.
They bring back so many just
Yeah.
characters.
Zeb is good in that.
I didn't like when they brought back the clones. I was kind of
Oh, Rex and Wolf and Gregor.
Wrecker, yeah. I think that to me was what's his name? Dave Filoni just kind of
Yeah. keeping
sniffing his own
Rex alive.
farts too much. Yeah, like
Yeah. He loves Rex.
he loves Rex, he loves Ahsoka. He just like
This
he
is
can't
such a
let his
brutal
characters
moment.
die. And
This
it,
is fucked.
yeah,
This is basically what Chopper does.
pretty much on the daily.
Yeah.
I guess
this is basically what Chopper does for no reason. For like he could have just stayed in the ship and minded.
Just for the shits?
Yeah.
Like he went to go steal something that he saw that he liked. He saw like an arm that a droid had. And he's like, oh, and then he went in and stole it and blew up the rest of the ship.
There's like no reason for that TIE fighter to have
Yeah.
done that.
No,
Because like it
Maybe
wouldn't
just
know that
missed-
that's a rebel.
no, it'd be so hard to tell.
Maybe the TIE fighter missed and shooting at something else.
I don't know. That seemed pretty intentional.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't loop back around. Krennic's gun is like a 6-shooter. Almost.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not what he would yell at her. I feel like he would actually just kill her.
Yeah, shoot her and then to look at her ID later.
This guy also plays the character in Mandalorian, I think.
Does he?
Yeah, he plays, maybe Boba Fett, actually. I don't know who, he plays like an alien,
Oh.
I think.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
And one of the Mandalorian episodes, maybe? Holy shit, this is crazy.
It's one of the, like, sickest shots.
Oh, the lighting looks so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's lit like their models.
Yeah.
It's really because the models in the original trilogy have this really harsh lighting on them,
Mm-hmm.
and
The harsh lighting is perfect.
it fits so well, especially in space. You know.
Well, space has harsh light. There's
Well,
nothing to
exactly,
diffuse
yeah.
it.
Yeah. It
But
just it
there's
works.
like a huge, I don't know, like destroyed planet with a bunch of particles. Jin goes to beat on his dead
He
body.
starts kicking him.
Yeah.
We're rebels. We don't violate.
Well,
corpses.
although he's not dead, we see him. He gets back
Oh
up.
yeah, true. Yeah.
Also, I love how they never bothered to fix the Death Star plans being inaccurate. Like the laser's not in the middle; it's on the side.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well,
Like out of all the things George Lucas has gone back and meddled with, I'm surprised that isn't one of them.
it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like the jankiness of how they don't quite match. And no one addresses it ever.
Yeah, true.
That's a sick shot.
It's
That
beautiful.
is
It's like
so
the moon.
good. Yeah, destroy all of our men. The base. Oh my god, this is so fucked.
You'd also probably fuck the planet by doing that anyways.
Oh yeah.
I think Tarkin's hope is that the plans are still there, and the rebels don't have them.
Yeah. That's
And
well. That's
they're
what he
just gonna
assumes.
he's just gonna destroy the entire thing because it's being attacked.
Mm-hmm. And that's the difference between Tarkin and in Return of the Jedi, Moff Gideon. There's some deleted scenes where he's like actually conflicted about killing his own people because he's ordered by the Emperor to fire on Endor.
Yeah.
And there's like an actual scene where he's like, "Those are our people. Like, what? Can't do that, sir."
This is good that Tarkin gets.
But yeah, Tarkin's like ruthless. He'll do anything.
Yeah,
He'll kill a guy with his bare hands.
for sure.
And there's some novels like Reprimand where he does that.
It's crazy that Krennic gets like the direct beam.
Yeah, and Krennic died brutally there.
Yeah, it's like-
He
it's like
burned
specifically
him
targeting him.
instantly.
I wonder what the chance that hit him directly.
Oh, I don't know.
From that wide shot, it looks like they're all dead instantly.
Yeah.
One of the sickest shots. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them get out of here and the rest are all
Oh
like,
my god. Oh my god, and then they're just open firing on all the other ships.
Cooking them.
"Fuck you, Nebula B frigate."
Christ.
Those are such a weak like ship design though. Like they're like
Tarkin
the
and Forward
flimsiest
Vader.
little bit
Oh
holding
my
them
God.
together.
Yeah.
Well, especially since the Mon Calamari are meant to be like ship designers.
Yeah, well, the Mon Calamari ships will in the lore is that they're buildings that have been raised from the ground and brought to sky. That's what they look like, weird lumps. I never liked that bit of lore, but yeah.
I like the whole story arc of the like Mon Calan War.
Yeah, versus those
The Krellin versus the
Krellin,
Mara.
yeah.
This is insane.
That's beautiful.
Also, there's a surprising amount of monarchies in Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's always a prince or a princess or some sort of Dutch or duchess.
Or king.
King, yeah.
Or the elected queen of Naboo, which
Yeah.
makes no sense.
And it's always like a teenager.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd be looking into some of those officials there on Naboo. That's pretty suspicious. Governor Bibble, what are you up to? Why is there always a 14-year-old girl that's in charge? I don't know. The death toll is catastrophic. Yeah, you fucking pedo. No, I'm not gonna shit talk that character. He's one of my favorites. Also, whose fucking idea was it for Princess Leia to just be in a ship, inside a ship, in a battle?
I don't know.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, Bail Organa's like, oh, I gotta get to safety. I gotta go to
You
Alderaan
should
and like.
definitely go and just chill in this Mon Cal or the.
Yeah, because he's
Tantive
like,
IV.
oh, I'll send my daughter to go get Obi-Wan Kenobi, but
Yeah.
in the meantime, go to Scarif.
It doesn't make sense.
Maybe they got rerouted to Scarif and they had to go there. They were just in the.
Maybe. But also, why would they bring the whole like?
It's crazy that he jammed the door.
Yeah. Like it's insane that like. They
I
were-
remember losing it in
Yeah.
theater when this
Yeah.
happened.
my jaw dropped. Like it was incredible.
It was the breathing that kicks in theater too, because you just hear it all around, and then
Yeah.
the lightsaber came on, and I was like,
Like the
holy
footsteps.
fuck.
This is fantastic. Cutting the guy in half while he's forcing him to the ceiling.
And the guy at the door, I think, is probably the highlight for me.
Oh my god.
Where he's like pounding on, he's like reaching through, but he can't fit. You know, and it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at, they're all just standing there. It's so fucked.
And especially when he stabs through the door, and the door
Yeah.
opens, and the body's still there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's
And this
so
guy when he
good.
trips, the trip, and he's like, oh my god, he just barely survives. And these other guys are like reaching for the door, and he can't make it.
Slaughtered.
And then the director
It's
comes
so
in and personally
scary.
sends them off on their journey. Oh, yeah.
It's so scary, man.
And they just barely get out of there.
Well, I like the idea too that Darth Vader catches up to them like literally hours later,
Yeah.
and they're like, "We were
Not
just on a
even-
diplomatic mission," and he's like,
Not even
"No, you
hours
fucking
later.
weren't. I saw
Yeah.
you."
We're on a diplomatic mission for Alderaan. Maybe she just thought that. Maybe she didn't realize they were in a
Then
battle.
why the fuck were you just on Scarif?
Yeah, maybe they didn't tell her, so she could like
I
lie
just
by
killed the
omission.
rest of the,
Yeah.
like, the friends before these guys. Like that's probably the door where they enter too. Like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is, yeah.
Like all of these guys would have just seen that happen, and then they're like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh, there's the escape pod area.
No, there's no. The one guy saw all that happen. Then
Yeah.
he's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah.
He grabs the plan.
Yeah, those like
He's
old guys who are like holding their guns up to the door, and the guy's like, "Oh fuck, the Vader's coming!"
Oh
We're
my
so
God.
fucked.
That guy's having a panic attack on the 10th floor.
Yeah, that guy has a heart attack and dies.
And then he hears the fucking alarm when they're getting captured in episode 4. He's losing his mind.
Yeah, all the droids are just wandering around, and
Oh my
Vader
God.
picks up their commanding officer and squeezes it next so hard he dies.
Fuck, that's such a good
Oh my
movie.
God.
Oh man,
I don't even know if that's our best commentary. I think we were all just getting too sucked in.
we were well.
It's such a- it's a
There were some
fantastic
unhinged
movie.
moments in that, but that was good.
Yeah.
I love that.
There was.
Oh man! Thanks
You're
for
so
joining us again, Adam.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's
guys.
fantastic.
Thanks. Do I have to go back in the basement?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we'll bring some food down in about a week.
Alright, I'll make do with what I have. Thanks,
Put a
guys.
bowl of water.
Yeah,
see you
well,
next
we'll
time.
a drip feed. All right, guys. Bye bye.
Do the intro though, like it's been a while. They're like, welcome back, Adam, and we should release these like somewhat far
Yeah.
apart.
Put something in
Yeah, I
between
know.
it.
We should like finally let me out of my cage. It's been so long since I've seen sunlight.
Yeah, like we
like
decided to release Adam from the basement. We
Yeah.
let him.
Yeah. We actually liked him so much we kidnapped him.
Yeah.
And we
All right.
yeah.